Let's go guys. The champion collide. Let's go. Sembilan, 10, 11, 12, 13. First. Si Yums luar biasa banget nih. Selamat siang Muhammad Raihan. Kabar hari ini baik, terima kasih. Karena ada di sebelah Ricky Darmawan, silakan dipilih aja ya yang di sebelah ya. Daripada komplain, mending dicek aja karena ada 2. Makasih ya. Full house juga ya di sana ya, hari biasa padahal. Rame makanya. Let's go. Anjir.
Red Giant.
Lupa go mute suaranya.
As he will face off against his ex-teammates in their very first best of 5.
We talked about Yums, now we talk about Stormy. These two are the perfect duo.
Bajunya baru ya?
Todak represented Malaysia from M1 to M4. They know what it takes to succeed on the grand stage, and they're hungry to return to the world stage. It's time.
Aman ya. Halo Amudin.
This is Todak.
On Todak's side, we got Yan Lord. Can he be the tip of the spear to take down Yums and let Todak soar?
Ada D coy. Kalian tahu D kan? Pemain Indonesia dari RBL. Bener gak? Apa gue salah ya? Tapi kayaknya gak main. Karena ada Chico. Ini yang gede kayaknya serem deh yang gede nih.
Arguably one of the most
SRG atau Todak?
in this battle. Introducing the coach and analyst of the two teams. We got
Anjir, Arcadia
for SRG, Kuja and Saiful for Todak. Talking to Kuja, he's the drafter, and Saiful is the one calling the shots in the gameplay. The same can be said about SRG. Becky is all about the gameplay, but Arcadia, man, he makes sure he wins the draft.
The prime difference is that Becky is a multi-title winner, both as
Kenapa
coach
gak streamer
and player.
bareng?
That experience has come
Kan lagi
many
nggak live
times.
stream. Emang dia live
Kuja
stream?
got to step up his game in that draft.
Yeah, Becky is a legend in his own right.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
He
Seru nih
is
guys, ini seru nih, serius.
a Malaysian legend. What really happened there? Now I'm just wondering. Zaid has shown that he has grown. Can Sakai say the same?
Is this really the point in time whereby we are Sakai?
Cibi Zayat,
whether
Uni
he's got
Innocent,
something
sama
to prove
Sekis.
or not?
He definitely has something to prove when you look at the average GPM ranking, where Zayat is just two
Zayat-
gold
Zayat ini
in average
junglernya
GPM
dia.
ahead of Sakai, but then you got Chibi leading, and then Innocent in 4th, Uni in
Zayat
3rd
ini
place.
jungler barunya
Overall,
Todak ya?
4 out of the 5 average GPM ranking.
Apakah Todak itu uniknya malah banyak banget pialanya?
Yeah, honestly,
Bisa dibilang begitu sih. Mereka kan selalu jadi wakil M series dari M1 sampai M4.
But yeah, I feel like this is something where the crowd
Ya,
is
M4,
really
M5
picking
absen.
up, because
Sama kayak
everyone
RRQ kan
else
absen
from
di
Selangor
M5.
Giants has been consistent. In fact, has still been growing.
Yeah.
Sakai's, he needs to grow too, and it's a lot of pressure is on this young man's shoulders. He's only like what, 19, and
Yeah.
he's the MVP of MSC. So yeah, a lot of expectation is on him. Now we gotta talk to Zai, where we ask him any messages you'd like to send to Skies. I've always faced Skies in tier 2, even in ranked games, but now he's more famous than I am. So I'm going to work harder to become even more famous.
Kalau lu
than
lihat
him.
flashnya
Let's meet
Zayat
at the
ya.
Land of Dawn.
You gotta understand, man. When
Kayak
Sakai
anjir,
was
calon
young,
juara gak sih?
He just finished high school, man. He just
Yeah.
finished his exams, and then he
Young.
proceeded
Terus umurnya masih muda,
to
coy.
travel to MSC
Tampilannya
and
begini,
win
umurnya masih
and
muda.
get final MVP. You cannot overstate how much
Gokil,
fame he has
gokil.
gotten. That Zayat is now, craving to take a bit away from him.
Honestly, how young per se is
Nge-lag
Selangor
masa.
Giants.
Refresh.
I mean, how many times have you went to the international before the formation of this team?
That was the first time.
That was the first.
MSC.
Kalau nggak pindah yang sebelah
So
guys,
you're telling me
ada dua kok.
that Selangor Giants formed,
Todak,
so
Lauk,
it's got a dream
SRG.
team, went to international,
Nah.
didn't get cold feet.
No.
So Selangor Giants, they started from tier 2, and then they're like they battle towards the qualifiers to enter MPL. Their very first run, full local lineup. They got six,
Yeah.
Okay.
fifth place,
Okay.
and then they were okay. And then they started to make changes. But the moment they got Yums, they started off with Yums. Yums was the first recruit in their fresh
That was
new
the
lineup.
pivot.
He was the captain. After they secured Yums, sure.
Ini banyak banget yang lepas nih.
It sounds cooler than what it really is.
I mean, I want to look at the respect bands because I see that Loyi Jushin has been a big contention yesterday, right? I played a lot of backroom discussion between when MV went up against Todak, that Jushin Loyi, such a big priority, and I love it that SRG has put a lot of respect on their name.
Something that we have to look at here as well is that the Nolan has been respected, making sure that Zai doesn't get it. I mean, Nolan is a pretty strong hero, but has been led through the draft
Besok berarti ada 3 match ya,
in
guys?
multiple MPLs. Todak,
Ya,
they're banning out Edith, which
dikasih
honestly
dong Suyonya.
respectable because Edith is a very
Gila
strong
ya,
hero
kalau di
that
Indo itu
not
Suyo
a
udah
lot
gak
of
lepas
teams
sama
really
sekali.
utilize, but SRG is one of those teams that can.
Because the thing is, yesterday's game we didn't see a single Edith, even though she has been leaked throughout the drafting phase. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But in the
Suyonya
meantime,
dikasih gak tuh?
Suyo is gonna be the very first pick from the side of
Wah, apa
SRG.
Alpha Matilda
As it's
gitu?
been leaked, fair and I
Langsung
can
combo aja tuh
understand.
Alpha
This
Matilda gak
also
sih guys?
indicates that Todak wants to go for a brawl-heavy composition.
Tabrakin
because
aja
Edith
gak sih?
Traditionally, is a very good counter against it because the Earth Shatter can knock out multiple
multiple opponents. So they probably want to go for this longer style of having a lot of dive, and having something like an Edith will just disrupt their tempo. And now we gotta look at Suyo can be translated as the serious wanderer, and SRG is the only team that didn't
Di
ban
Naipik, oke.
Link
Cowoknya
or
di Naipik nih.
Hayabusa. Oh, that's a fun fact.
Matildanya
And the fun
gimana?
fact for Suyo is when you translate into Mandarin, it's called Su Yo. Yo means
Mending
roam or wander. Su means strict, right? So serious
Oh,
wanderer.
so he can be a rover.
I
I thought it meant like tree oil.
Ih,
Sure. That you got that wrong already. Sure.
win rate-nya
I like
85%
this show
if-nya.
pick, by the way,
Yeah.
because when we talk about the Edith ban, it was also a big flex for SRG. But I want to see Yanlor's show. I've been wanting to see it since yesterday, and I'm glad he picks it up.
Something to note for the international viewers here. Looks like at least for the Malaysian
Oh iya, mereka
ecosystem,
nggak
not a
ban
lot of
Link sama
teams
Haya
are
ya.
prioritizing the Matilda, where I completely
Bisa
understand.
nih, seru
because
nih.
Number one, this
Draftnya udah beda ya dari regionnya kita ya, jauh men.
where they can control.
Udah kayak out of the box gitu loh.
But it's to take it away from
Kalau
you.
kita ya udah jelas kayak
Moves on
Matilda
that
ada
show,
ya kan.
it-
Di kanan mungkin bisa kontes
basically
Matilda
controls
Eve atau Matilda
three
Chow.
different heroes with this one hero.
Oh, XP ya
it's
maksudnya
not a fair trade when Yums gets
Ada Gatot nih bang, kalau mau bang, Gatot bang. Khalid ada, Gatot ada bang.
That away, but in the meantime, Yenlok can definitely pilot
Yes.
this show. at
Gatot
the same
Aurora
time.
bagus
So
nih, guys.
it's kinda like a
Karena kalau
priority
Yves-nya lagi buka kotak,
this
dia bisa
show.
langsung lompat ke
Now,
sampingnya.
with that also that
Roranya tuh buat
SRG
stopper
pick up
juga
the
sekalian kan.
Gajah
Jadi
and
Suyonya enak nih buat
Aurora,
masuk.
while Todak
Suyo itu lumayan
pick up
riskan
the
kalau
Gajah,
ketemu
definitely
dengan
nothing
Rora.
too out of the ordinary.
Dia kena Frosty Breeze, wah.
Main core
Udah kayak kelok gitu, udah gak bisa kemana-mana. Jadi kalau mereka skill Roranya ini bisa buat kunci antara Pove-nya.
Husky, let's talk about the
Atau nanti buat kunci si
Chow-nya.
Chow-nya. Lumayan kan, 2 nyawa juga. Bekalkan pantun sebagai identity MPL MY. Sorry. Indonesia duluan, sorry.
Perfect counter for that.
Yeah, I was just about to go into that because SRG not only have big team fight engages or denies, they also have strong lane power.
Grok, ini udah ke ini gak sih guys? Ke Yums punya hero semuanya. Di Naipik Chow, ini Grok, ini Edit, kemungkinan ini Ruby nih yang di ban nih. Kalau mereka nggak nge-ban Ruby ya, Khalid bisa dipakai jadi roamer, Gatot Kaca bisa XP atau EXP, roamernya bisa jadi Gatot Kaca. Kok udah lagi nggak ngikutin Sandi, lagi gak ada panggilan di sana.
With a Cho, you do have a very good way to single out someone. With your EXP laner being a Phobius, you gotta have to look out for either your jungler or the gold lane to have great burst.
Gameplay paling stabil sekarang, Assassin Tank atau Fighter dan Roamer Support.
Honestly,
Kalau stabil
look
aja,
at
bicara
Todak,
stabil,
they can
jungler
pivot.
yang stabil itu Fighter, Alpha
trust
Bane
me,
kan,
they can
makanya
pivot
rame banget.
this lineup.
Kalau
Just because they have
Assassin
this
itu
one
partnernya
hero.
biasanya sama tank-tank yang badan. Jadi kalau kita bicara stabil, jelas Fighter, Roamer, Support itu yang lebih stabil. Tebel, bisa kasih damage, bisa kabur juga karena ada support healer di belakang kayak Matilda. Serius Sandi lagi sepi sekarang. Gue lagi nggak ngikutin sih serius. Setahun terakhir aku nggak ngikutin. Oke, linknya di ban. Tuh, Ruby-nya kan di ban nih. Ini benar-benar mereka deny pick si Yums. 4 hero-nya Yums itu udah di ban semuanya. Todak 3, SRG 1. Itu di ban semua tuh hero-heronya Yums. Paling oke ya, Ini buat SRG. Gatotnya masuk buat jadi roamer. Karena ini lagi dipaksa nih. Gatotnya dipaksa buat jadi roamer. Atau kalau mau lebih agresif, pakai Khalid aja udah.
On SRG side, they
Oh,
also
yeah,
have some
so yeah.
pocket picks, right? Like the Ruby and Grok being banned out, that's Yums special. Tigre is still in the pool, but I'm looking at a Kufra. That has been a pick that Yums has been keeping in his back pocket, but never really shown this yet.
Lunox.
Right now, SRG,
Oh, Harit,
this is so
coy.
clever.
Wow.
They ban out the Lunox to let Todak have the Harry. Because here's the thing, if Todak picks up the Harry, they're locked in. They gotta go all in, they gotta dive.
Yeah.
And this draft is so good against dive. So SRG is basically saying, if you don't pick up the Harry, we will pick up the Harry. And guess what? All the counters are on our
Ya Harit.
side.
Udah pasti Harit gak sih?
Go for the
Beatrix.
We talked about this, right? So it's again, I think the
Bedanya
point
gameplay
about
Roamer
the
support
Melissa
kan ya,
doesn't
Roamer.
really fit well just because
Lebih enak
one
Roamer
SRG
support yang
has, right?
sekarang.
Melissa just
Karena ada
doesn't
foto
get the
kan,
space
lebih
to move.
sustain dia.
But Beatrix, you get
Lebih asik
strong
lah
lane,
buat bisa
you get
jadi support.
scaling, and
Lebih
you can
lama
start
buat
fighting very early
hidup
on with the
dibandingkan
rest of the
dengan
team.
yang
I
dulu.
guess for SRG, they are kind of putting the ball onto the side of the court.
Ambil gak sih Nathan?
Do you want to stick to your Beatrix game, or do you just want to take this bait of taking a Harry?
Ambil
If you
Nathan
don't
gak
take
sih
the
guys?
Harry,
Nathan atau
yeah,
Harit?
I'm okay with that, right? Because
Satunya
we've
udah
got
ambil
Gacha,
Khalid kek,
we've
ambil
got
siapa
Wawa,
kek.
We've got our own ways to deny an area just so that we have the longevity of our Harith within the Zaman Force.
Kalau
So
mau
if it
ambil
goes to
Khalid,
you,
enak
we're
sama
fine.
Nathan.
Goes to us, we're happy.
Beatrix is honestly a perfect hero.
Kalau dia nggak mau ya udah ini
No matter
Matilda
what.
kebuka nih,
It's like
ambil
you
aja
don't pivot the
Matildanya
draft, you
udah.
just pivot the play style, right?
Yeah.
If it looks like a
Matilda
poking
sama
game,
si siapa
sure,
tadi
play
Harit
poke with
misalnya.
Beatrix. If it looks like a team
Akai
fight,
gak
go for
tuh?
team fight. And like we predicted as
Oke
well,
Akai.
they picked up the Harif, and Akai so far has 100% win rate in Malaysia. Maybe a little bit of
Menarik sih.
synergy here, but I feel like
Ngelihat ada Akai ya.
is mostly
Sebenarnya Akai ini untuk ngacak-ngacak juga, jadi kalau ada tim fightnya di tengah-tengah real world manipulation, si Akainya bisa heavy spin buat acak-acak tuh di tengahnya tuh. Sama easy escape lah, kadang-kadang kan kita bisa easy escape. Pakai headbuttnya dia, body slam-nya dia, enak buat bisa kabur juga. Last pick, yuk jungle-nya buka yuk, siapa yuk? Assassin kah? Hayabusa. Mati sih Hayabusa. Fighter aja Alpha bang, serius bang. Alpha bang. Alpha atau Ben udah lah bang, dua aja bang pilihan lu bang. Pakai Assassin kayaknya mati deh kena Suyo.
He does love the Lancelot. The Lancelot theoretically can fight against the Suyo, but I still think Suyo would win that one. And they go for the export. You know what? Never mind. Export, perfect. I love it.
Oh, we seen examples yesterday when Red went up against JP9 game 2. Export incredibly impressive. You want to play front to back, you want to play tanky, I'm going to chip away your health bar.
Let me just say, I love the draft coming in from SRG as well as Todak. Both teams have plan A and plan B. Todak, they can go for poke or they can go for dive. Looking at SRG, they can just play fundamental, but the Akai can actually push people away if things goes wrong. Both teams have multiple ways to play their lineup. I love the opening draft.
At this point in time, I wouldn't even call it an anti-synergy, but I would definitely say that they have got answers for many, if not all, occasions.
And now we're jumping to the land of dawn. Again, Todak wants to go back to the M1 glory days. And SRG, they want to create a new legacy, being the first back-to-back champions. We're jumping in. Game number 1, Todak against SRG.
In the Thunderdome of Champions in Edu City Sports Complex right here in Johor Bahru. Game number 1, Selangor Red Giants against Todak SRG on that blue side, Todak on the red.
So right off the bat, it does definitely seem that for the side of SRG, that's going to be starting off onto the orange side, and Zayat doing the same, going to end up in very opposite directions. And I would believe that the gold lane is on the top, actually. So one thing's for sure is that Suyo will end up in the top lane, putting quite a bit of a pressure over to the side of Beatrix if they really want to, despite the fact that Harif would have a pretty good ways of poking the Beatrix out anyway.
Right now, I want to look into the future here, where we're looking at how they're both going to contest the objectives, because Selangor Giants having Suyo has an 80% chance higher rate to actually secure anything. And for Todak, I kind of feel like you just got to go for the fights. You have the export. You
Ada, ya saya anak ya sabar ya. SRG picks better. Actually, I must say yes. They have a very good draft. The draft is solid. And you know, like Todak is using Xbox is not good enough against this kind of line up, because they could just stalling and buying sometimes. Just let the Viraga armor break and just do the team fight, and they will win the game for sure.
Now, one thing when it comes down to the final for the last insanity is that it is a very good panic button in the midst of all of these terror from Stormy, from Hume, or perhaps even from Cram. You can really get yourself away from many of these situations just because of the fact that you are not afraid of anything. You have got quite a bit of iframes.
Momo does lose most of his health. Yunes gets the knockout. That's flicker out for Momo. Zai and Yellow arrives. Yunes will have to flicker himself. Both teams looking for a disengage. But again, you want to break that armor. SRG tried, but couldn't get it.
Good discipline coming in from Todak. They completely understand that there's going to be a gank down the EXP, so they're making sure that Momo is relatively okay, especially looking at how the lanes. Cram has been winning that lane relatively well. Now Selangor Giants with the draft, they should have priority here over the Turtle. We're going to see how Todak is going to contest this.
Both roamers not for it yet, and Sakai, he's going to take the Turtle, no problem. Yano can't do much, even committing the potential Avatar of the Guardian, but Cram doesn't get it off. Not that it matters too much.
How did he cancel that?
Yeah, I have.
That's actually impressive.
Like, I only know that you can cancel it with like the force ejector.
Oh, they're going to use it for you this time. Let's flicker out from Yanlord.
I mean, here's the thing. I've been cancelled out of my Avatar of the Guardian, but that's when I'm getting CC'd. I guess if the export pullback
Kabarin aja ya kalau facecamnya ada yang salah.
I guess
so.
I guess that's something new that we've learned today.
That's interesting. So you can really make full use of the fact that if you really want to bait the opponents to think, yeah, you know, there is going to be an AOG coming in, then you can kind of play it around that as long as you see the export just kind of.
I would love to see
All right, now honestly, looking at how the lanes have been playing out, I'm looking at both the side laners. It
What's
looks
the
like
call?
Innocent as well as Cram. They're not
Who
losing the lanes
will
against Chico
take
guys as well as
game
Momo. Though
one?
I would argue that Chico guys not dying is winning the lane.
Oh yeah, I think that's exactly what Todak wants to go for. Again, we talk about Chico. It's definitely not the best in terms
Tapi guys,
of
dia
laning,
win
but
first
he's a
turtle,
stable
yes.
anchor when
Yes,
you need
yes,
him.
yes.
And to be fair, Todak has been
Tapi
keeping
kalau
on
lawan
par
gini
in
guys ya,
terms of
kalau
pacing
kalian
SRG
ketemu
for
dengan
30
si
minutes.
Suyo,
When it comes down to
menangin
this,
red itu susah banget.
SRG, they are definitely taking the
Karena dia kayak nge-cheat tau nggak? Kalian pakai wah mati, udah pasti mati. Kalian pakai skill 2 ya, kalian pakai skill 2 terus langsung red trick. Dia bisa gede banget, kayak lethal counter, kayak gua endless shot. Enggak kayak endless shot, kayak lethal counter lah. Lethal counter plus red trick, udah sakit banget tuh.
When it comes to the third turtle, the second turtle is where they start to ramp up.
Makanya Suyo itu kayak jadi prio pick juga ya. Satu dia tuh fighter tebel ya kan. Terus ini setebel-tebelnya musuh guys. Di tiup sama skill 2-nya dia Soul Saver nih dikejar tuh. Di Soul Saver tuh. Ya elah Sekis.
Misses the opportunity and Momo survives.
Quite a bit of pressure coming in from the side of Sakai's. I mean, he's constantly been just kind of popping down in the bottom lane and just giving the top lane away for, not really away, but just leaving it to Innocent. I mean, you guys have been talking about Innocent. He don't just hot shove or rather hot win the lanes anymore. What's up with that?
No, I kind of feel like if I'm a jungler and I have, well before that, looks at
Nah, ada
Stormy.
nyawa kedua sih,
Passive
aman
out,
banget.
no damage to follow up, and Zai wants the turtle. So Todak, they're not going to commit, but
Maybe
at
burst
least they
them
bring
Mobile
Stormy low
Legend.
enough. Now the question is, can they get the job done? Because Stormy will flicker away from Yanlord as this fight now splits into two parts. Yunus would do with Zayed, they get the knock-up, heavy
Aish. Armornya pecahin dulu. Wah, armornya gak pecah, Cok. Armornya gak pecah. Tugas lu guys ya, kalau ketemu dengan Xbox jungle, pecahin dulu armornya dia baru mulai teamfight. Kalau armornya gak pecah, sakit banget. Kalian pasti kalah, bukan pasti sih, kayak kemungkinan besar kalian bakal diusir dari teamfight. Wah, gila. Gila pick off-nya Todak, coy. Nggak bisa Innocent, sabar Innocent, sabar. Wah, Todak is back, coy. Cowoknya, wah gila. Yanlord. Mati dua tapi impactnya gede banget. Let's go Ciku.
That is definitely quite a bit of unfortunate kind of stance from the side of SRG, right? When it comes down to the
Serius nih kalian SRG game 1 ya? Gue juga sih, kalau dari draftnya gue juga SRG. Tapi lihat implementasi tadi waktu setup di Turtle, bagus Todak. Ini salah item ya guys ya. Ini bukan 2 glowing one yang kanan ya, masih 1 glowing one. Gue gak salah lihat tuh, udah ada 2 legend sword. Salah ya guys ya. Yang aduh gimana ya gue bilangnya ya. Astaga gila. Oke, trade-nya bagus. Yanlordnya gila banget. Gila dibakar-bakar semuanya sama Xbox. No way.
Drops down low, but it's 4 of Todak on him. They want to get Cram out. He escapes, but again, damage sustained by SRG.
Di mana sih saya?
Has to pick up the pieces, but his Zaman forced in. Stunned up by Momo. Final blow, not achieved. Save.
Gak tumbang.
If you want a friend like Momo.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I want a friend like Yanlord.
Dude, at this point,
Misal SRG gak lulus M6 sama chance penyindah juara jadi. Mereka lolos pun kita tetap paling kuat tau sekarang. Dengan chaotic teamfight yang kita bawain, harusnya tim lain takut ya. Harusnya nih, on paper harusnya mereka takut. Todak lagi bagus banget deh. Kalau draft gue suka SRG, tapi kalau gue habis lihat teamfightnya men, ini Todak gila banget. Yang Lordnya mau mati 10 kali juga kayaknya tetap baik-baik saja tuh kalau pakai Chow ya. Waduh. Wah, bisa lompat 3 kali guys. Kalau aku sih lompat 3 kali. Jadi dia.
So AOG out for Cram. Todak taking out resources from SRG and Yanlord has been a
Teamfight
big
PH lebih ngeri. Ya,
menace.
kita chaotic teamfight. Kita bukan teamfight, kita chaotic teamfight. Tuh lihat tuh. Lihat Yanlord gak tadi barusan. Wah, ini lawannya. Wait a minute. Gak lihat bang.
Gentlemen. A moment of silence to
Serius,
really
kurang
think
gede,
about
Bang.
this. How much have Zayed
Satu rumah
grown?
kamu nanti saya gedein ya.
He's using an X-Board, and he has won 2 turtle takes against a Suyo.
Oh yeah, I unheard of, right? You're looking at Suyo with a Soul Sever execute, no damage cap and retreat, and still Zayed's winning out.
Now, is this really about like
Gila,
all about
Suyo-nya
Zayat?
dikandangin,
I
coy.
know that Zayat is
Definisi
definitely,
Suyo dikandangin.
improving a lot, but we
Nggak bisa masuk dia.
I mean,
Karena lawannya 3 yang bisa
Young Lord,
ngedash.
Young Lord, honestly.
Momo bisa
100%.
lompat,
Young
Yan
Lord,
Lordnya bisa ngedash,
you guys
Sahidnya
were
punya
talking
Firaga,
about it
udah.
doing the walk-ins.
Ya serba salah aja sih Suyo yang nge-burst kan.
Tip of the spear, right? The show.
the spear.
Dude.
One of the signature picks.
Don't look at the KDA, man. Look at how this guy has been playing. He should be the MVP.
He's pivotal in this game. He's constantly finding these angles onto Stormy, and Stormy didn't have any chance to play for the past 2 of
M6
these team
28
fights.
November.
We said it best abstract. Yan Lord is the tip of the spear. Momo is the person that wields it, and both of them so far
Ini Yan
has
Lordnya
been
nih.
allowing Todak and enabling these openings. And Todak now have control 3K goal lead at 8.5 minutes in.
Both players, people relatively don't talk about them that much because there's so much highlight plays coming in from Chico guys and Zayat, but really,
Chico emang
they're
sebagus itu.
enablers.
Bagus kok
They're
Chico
making
tetep.
sure
God
that
laner ya
their
God laner.
damage dealers can do their job
Selama nggak
as
terlalu
damage dealers. At
overextend,
this point,
pasti bagus.
the life of Chico guys and Zayat
Dia
is
suka
actually
draft
pretty
kanan, gue
easy.
suka draft kiri.
You just do your own
Ada
thing,
Suyo,
everyone
coy.
else worries about
Lu
how
gak
to set
bisa
it up for you.
mengesampingkan Suyo gitu loh. Suyo itu kayak udah jadi prio pick banget. Ada Suyo, terus dapat Harit, ada Gatot Kaca, tebel kan? Kanan ini nggak terlalu tebel, mereka tuh harus fokus ke satu hero. Jadi kalau mereka miskom satu kali aja, kayak mereka salah target nih. Yan Lord tendang siapa terus gak kepanis tuh yang ditendang. Mereka bakal kalah tim fight-nya. Jadi bisa dibilang ya Todak agak di atas SRG buat urusan dari tim fight tuh lihat tuh. Cuma disoring-soring doang tuh lihat momonya. Mereka nggak bisa, ini lihat nih, ada follow up-nya nggak di belakang? Mati Seki. Bagus nggak tim fight-nya? Bagus cok Todak sumpah. Bukan Todak yang saya kenal guys ini guys ya. Todaknya evolving.
No junglers for SRG. Todak now have advantage.
Yeah,
Ada Chico guys mah pasti
Chico
dapat
guys
kok.
kinda walk towards Cram, wanting to
Region
actually
Brawl kita
catch him
baru
off
juara
guard,
satu kali.
but
Yang bilang Region Brawl itu dari mana sih?
Again, they're controlling the
Gue
Lord,
setuju
and they're
banget
doing
sih.
it so well. They're making sure that they're disciplined, not
Kenapa
going
kita
for
bisa juara satu kali ya?
unnecessary fights.
Karena kita
Todak,
lebih dulu main dibandingkan
what
dengan
happened in
negara
these
lain.
2 weeks? They really want to go back to the M
Gila Todak
series.
perkasa banget. 28 November ya. M series kan?
Who's the boss? And the fact that their throne was taken away now.
Gak ada yang bilang Indonesia itu Region Brawl
not
main.
gonna be the case. They will be at the top of the summit.
It's just game number 1, boys, and the game number 1 is not
Sama bisa
over.
nggak
It's
itu
not
Ricky
over,
Darmawan
guys.
kalau ngetik
They're
pakai huruf kecil
champions
aja
for
ya.
a reason. No matter
Sekali
how
lagi saya
bad
lihat
the
kamu ketik
situation
pakai
is,
huruf caps lock.
these are players that
Bye.
completely understand the flow of the
Kasih.
game. They
Ya, Yesel
understand
nge-cash
the
dari
strengths and
tanggal
weaknesses
4 ya.
of the heroes on their side and the
KB
opposite
lagi
side.
nge-cash.
There's always a chance, right? This is where you really
Hey,
How
Blade
do you
Search,
get back
terus bisa kabur.
from a 3K deficit.
A great team knows how to play from behind, and SRG has shown it multiple times. The problem now is Todak.
Suyo dikandangin,
they've
coy.
got their
Gak gerak.
eyes on the prize. They know the exact target. Stormy and Sakai.
Aku juga suka kali. Cuman nih kalau mau pakai Ake juga oke. Tim fight-nya bisa bubar gitu loh. Waduh. Kena Hellstone Blast gak jadi semua. Ini kenapa banyak cowok lagi jago-jago ya sekarang ya?
Protect the structures, but all outer tier towers will fall.
Let me just say, we gotta look at this Cho, man. This Cho, oh, that's a lot of damage. This Cho is making the prodigy Stormy unable to play his game.
Yep, he's awkwardly very consistent in this game. Whenever I'm looking at him, he's already got the angles in and he's already zoomed in on either on Stormy or onto Sakai. His timing is just impeccable and constantly just finds them in the most awkward situations and boom, a kick you go and you're dead.
Imagine if Todak did ban out the
Counter
Ruby,
Suyo adalah
so that
gameplay,
you
gue
can
setuju.
use the Ruby, it might be a different story.
Counter semua hero itu gameplay guys. Lihat, Yumsio bakal ngebelah kan tim fight-nya. Tapi gak bisa. Depannya kuat banget. Shish. Dikejar Innocent juga mati. Gila Todak.
Selangor Giants. Now they're in the red zone. Sakai's has to
Wih,
retrieve.
kemana
Momo
tuh?
follows him back. But now using the flicker just to survive. Todak with this push. They're able to get the mid and the top
Mid turret.
inhibitor.
Wah.
Selangor Giants in trouble.
Mau di end kah?
Mau
di end kah? Mati dong. Aish, mati juga dong. Gak bisa mau di end guys. Kayaknya selesai deh. Serem banget. Aduh. Gak jadi mati, cok. Todak. Belum end ya, belum end. End enggak. Sekis gak sempat.
Game number
Gila.
one goes to Todak. They won the first game against defending champions.
Boleh.
It was
Kelas,
convincing.
Todak.
The Swordfishes
2 minggu langsung berubah coy gameplaynya coy.
and knew exactly which part of SRG they're gonna be poking.
If SRG came in this match thinking it's gonna be easy, man, this is a wake-up call.
Ooh, get your predictions ready because it's about to go
Sunya nggak ada
really
target.
bad if this
3 tebel di depan.
continues. We've seen SRG recovered from very bad situations for sure, but this one completely unexpected from Todak.
I don't know about you, gentlemen, man.
Gentleman man.
I don't know about you, gentlemen,
Gila.
man, but I'm ready for 10 games today.
Oh, I'm ready.
Awal-awal 3-2 nih,
I'm
sudah
ready
mulai
for
mengintai nih kita.
From yesterday, I'm here for the fun, dude.
I mean, like, here's the thing. Young Lord on that show.
Oh my god.
For sure.
Whoever is MVP, right? Because if you look at the numbers, it might be
Udah
cheap,
pengen
guys,
ketemu
might be
RRQ.
slight, but Young Lord on that show, like, Abstract, talk to us about how disruptive that show is.
Absolutely disruptive.
Oke ya berarti game 1 57% salah nih ya. 57% orang salah guys ya. Dari 30 orang yang voting tadi. Nanti kita lanjut lagi yang menang kedua ya. 3-0. Kalau lihat sekenceng ini ya mainnya, kayaknya 3-2. Ini lebih ke apa coba? SRG, meskipun mereka punya draft yang buat gua juga bagus ya. Kecuali Akai tadi ya, oke lah. Ya tetap kuat gitu loh. Mereka harus temukan temponya buat ngalahin si Todak. Todaknya anjir lagi jago banget. Ntar main tim Famos om. Kebanyakan player Star Syndrome. Siapa aja tuh? 3-1 SRG alright. Siapa aja Muhammad Irfan? Gua belum kenalan nih sama tim-tim MPL MY. Skor akhirnya 3-2 lah. 3-2 buat siapa ya? Buat Todak deh, seru deh kalau Todak yang menang.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he somehow brings out the Suyo mid.
Oh.
JP Niners.
No, that's a hot take.
I mean, it's like, can you force the hand of SRG? How deep are you gonna force SRG to dig?
MV aja
dig
kalah
into
loh
the
kemarin.
pockets, right? If you can force
Gue
that,
cukup
that
kaget sih ngeliat
pockets out,
MV kalah
I
ya.
think you are on your way to becoming the next gold standard.
I mean, here's the thing. The standard of Malaysia is changing. We've never in our history back-to-back champions.
Same roster, some more.
It's been 14 seasons, Abstract, and never once we've had back-to-back champions. And if Todak continues this, it's going to be more difficult. Not impossible. They're very difficult for Selangor Giants to be the very first team. Imagine that, 14 seasons, not one back-to-back champion.
That is actually unreal.
Yeah.
The fact that you guys have got no back-to-back. In the meantime, ours 3-peats.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Indonesia, right? There's
Right.
4
Peats.
4 Peats.
4 Ps. Like, honestly, when it comes down to Malaysia, it just really shows how the players just grows together at the same, maybe not
Beda
same
sama regular
measure
makanya.
rate.
Yeay, Ciku. Luar biasa Ciku ya. Ini tahun berapa nih? 2024. Ciku tuh main dari season 1 guys di M-Series. 5 tahun yang lalu. Dia 22,
It's
23,
the kill box, right?
17-an
You also
waktu
said
itu.
it yourself,
Gila
Lofel.
ya.
Because of the Eve, Todak can pivot
Asal
and
jangan,
pump.
Ciku
We
jangan jadi
saw
Hayabusa Gold
Eve's
dulu ya,
power,
sabar
right?
ya.
That Eve RWM, when Zyme Senpai puts it out, SRG just do not have space to fight. You saw how many times Yums tried to flicker heavy spin on Zyme Senpai. He eats the AOG. He goes down, but it's fine because you take away the biggest disengage tool that SRG has to protect their backline.
Beatrix, after all, is one of the very great heroes that is super flexible as well.
Yep.
You're able to play in early game, mid game, late game, however you choose. It's all fully adaptable.
Shoutouts to Kuja, man. This is an amazing draft. I mean, to be fair, amazing draft by
Amin,
both
Muhammad
teams,
Ridwan.
but now,
Let's go,
talk
gaskeun.
about Young Lord, right? What will happen
Bentar, gue
if
lagi
this
nonton
show is taken
item-itemnya
away?
dulu.
Because
Sekis
as
masih War
Abstract,
X
you see
Hunter
Young Lord using
BOD.
it, Yums can do the same.
Oh yeah.
Innocent udah hampir jadi.
But honestly,
Tuh lihat itu
yes,
Chico.
Yums
Oke,
may
ini nggak ada
be
Sky
able to
Pierce ya.
game, but that
Bukan
would be a
Batrick Sky Pierce.
completely different game for Todak. The very fact that they managed to draft a
War
show for
X.
themselves, the
Ih,
very fact
fun
that
fact
they
guys, fun
made
fact guys.
SRG
Xbox-nya
know
nggak
the
build
Suyo
immortal nih.
themselves,
Unik.
that
Kalau
is
itu unik
just
sih.
epitome for the fact that Todak knows what they want, and they know that
Oke,
we've got to take
Momonya
that away
pakai
from SRG. Jungs can
romer,
play
dire hit,
well, maybe
konsil
better,
buat
but the
Yanlord.
main important thing is we drafted the choke.
Todak latih
We're
bareng
getting
saja
closer
keren
and
tapi
closer
ketua
to
ya pasti oleh yang setuju
a
sih.
conversation we had
Bukan
separately
bukan cuma
about
hierarki, kayak ketemu tim
where
Indo, enggak sih
you
kecuali
still
Onyx ya.
not want to ban Suyo. Todak had come up with a pretty dang good
Sekis,
solution,
sekis.
right? Hard to kill fighters, hard to catch front lines, and
Ntar guys,
isolate-
SRG lagi disiksa nih.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing.
Hawa-hawa gak lolos
SRG
playoff kan manis?
This is the draft that they wanted, right? Think about it. Where they saw what Toda is going to do, and the way that they drafted was to prevent the bad thing from happening. They drafted anti-win conditions,
Onyx doang tuh yang kalah sama Todak tuh.
and still Todak won. So now SRG, maybe they were overthinking the draft. Maybe they need to keep it a little bit simpler, focusing on themselves instead of trying 5-head kind of draft, see what your opponent... I mean, again, it's not a bad strategy. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad strategy, but Todak has shown that they're strong regardless. So, I don't know, maybe a different angle?
I want to take it a step further. That export last pick for Todak, I think that is also what threw SRG off guard.
You know what? I agree. Yeah.
This draft, I don't think you're prepared to deal with an export because there's no way for you to deal with it.
Yeah.
You're not going to have enough damage to burst the Firaga armor, and your frontline sure as hell do not want to deal with it.
We surely did manage to see the fact that he's got that small little bar of Firaga armor, and that is more than enough for him to be able to secure the very first turtle. From that point on, it really managed to propel them into greater parts of the mid stages of the game.
And again, maybe Harv is something that we should not prioritize because we've seen other regions as well not prioritizing the Harv as much. And we can definitely see it here where Innocent, he goes in. It's like, if you have a very good mid game, then the Harv is going to be looking good. But Innocent goes in, he doesn't have enough damage to kill anyone. And the dive that actually goes in and catches Innocent, your single target here. You can't, you know, diversify your damage. And I don't know. This game, Innocent suffers from getting dove on by Todak.
On the other side, though, I'm just going to play a little bit of like a devil's advocate. Is the fact that when it comes down for RSG,
Itu gue
this
game
is
yang
a game
keduanya
that's
ini
under
mau mulai.
13 minutes.
Bentar.
Innocent didn't really quite have any form
Lagi
of
dia lihat.
opportunity to really show up because the team is just being oppressed so badly by Todak, right? We've got Zymes and Point that's constantly popping off these RWM whereby SRG gonna be dancing on the point while Yanlord is constantly finding all these key players to single out to make sure that
kayak
SRG just
begini.
don't play that 5 versus 5 comp that they really wanted.
And that's where we go back to separation, right? How do you isolate key targets? Todak spells do all that. You got an Ardo inbox, you have to walk through. Momo hard dives Innocent, Yanlord hard dives Stormy. Innocent just does not have opportunities to even contribute to the correct targets.
Let's talk about Momo now. Dude, Momo, he suffered in lane. Let's get that clear. He did not have a good time in lane, but once you start transitioning into those team fights, how many people has he saved, right? How many people has he dashed towards, forced them to move back? Like, the way that he used the Phobias, beautiful.
He got ganked twice, right? Escaped death twice.
Right.
He helped his teammate and still kept his own life.
Again, Momo did it yesterday. Momo
SRG.
did it today. I really like
Bukan
how
SRG yang beda ya, lebih ke Todak yang
the
beda,
best
Cok.
way to-
Ini bukan Todak regular season, man. Regular season ngantuk banget liat Todak.
Yeah.
Now, definitely when it
Tiba-tiba
comes
jadi
down
jago
to
aja
the
tuh.
bottom lane ganks by Sekai's
Sama kayak
twice,
kita
that
kan
is
yang di
definitely
sini
some
juga.
time that has quote-unquote been wasted from the side of SRG. That time, if they are unable to take Momo down, they're gonna have to move on somewhere else.
Now, honestly, Gentleman Man, very great conclusions, and I really feel like Selangor Giants is in their hands now to really turn things around.
Yeah, I think
Because-
it's really up to them.
Because Todak, they're definitely in the driver's seat.
Yes.
And I feel like this is an uncomfortable situation for Selangor Giants. But that being said, we're going to go to the MPL offstage where Popopochi is here. And he's going to talk about Innocent a little bit. But what about Innocent that you want to talk about, Poji? Stage is yours.
Selamat datang ke MPL Offstage yang dibawakan khas oleh Hot League. Apa khabar Johor Bahru? Alright, jadi sekarang ni saya tengah pakai baju baru istimewa daripada TNT iaitu Final MVP Innocent Roger. Hanya 50 pieces sahaja, limited edition.
Buset,
yang
limited
hanya
edition
dijual
nggak
di
tuh?
venue saja bermula semalam 31 hari bulan. Saya nak tanya sikit boleh tak? Ada tak yang nak jersey ni percuma? Saya baling ke Todak ke SRG? Kita bagi adil, boleh tak? Siapa paling kuat saya baling? Todak!
Anjas. Karaoke apa tuh? Bisa nojir. Rame banget ya.
Giant.
Masih 5 menit lagi ya, sabar ya. Selain PH, region mana yang kuat banget? Turki, kalau buat gue sih Turki ya, karena gue suka Turki. Cuman gak tau timnya lagi bubar tuh, lagi gak lolos yang rosa-rosaan. Tapi yang satunya lolos tuh. Terus region yang kuat lagi, yang CFU itu dari mana? Myanmar atau Kambodia? Pokoknya Myanmar, Kambodia juga kuat dua-duanya.
Naluri hati saya mengatakan
Ya, ini tinggal
Todak
MPL MY.
Selangor
Jadi kita
Jaya.
nonton aja, kita mengamati ya MPL MY
Okey,
itu.
saya balik ya.
seperti apa,
1, 2, 3.
Woo!
Oh, relax. Siapa dapat? Abang sini bang.
Om
Tahniah,
Brawl
tahniah
server
dapat.
nyimak ya,
Okey.
kita menyimak nih ya.
Okey,
Sebagai
silakan,
Brawl
silakan,
server,
abang ni.
kita harus
Tahniah,
memantau nih.
Itu bang, Mike. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
Siapa nama, datang daripada mana?
Saya Daniel Aiman, datang daripada Selangor.
Terima kasih kerana menjadi anak murid lalang saya yang seterusnya.
Makanya
untuk
Fireflux kayaknya
menukar
bakal diambil
pakaian
dengan
anda
tim lain
selepas
deh.
ini. Kalau SRG menang, betul tak?
Oh,
SRG ke Todak?
Todak.
Todak. Baju SRG.
Tak apa. Kita kumpul jersey.
Kumpul jersey. Saya nak tanya sikit lah. First game Todak dah menang 1-0. Boleh ke Todak tutup 3-0 ataupun 3-2, 3-1?
Mungkin 3-2.
3-2. Macam nervous ya bang. Semangat sikit.
3-2.
3-2. Okey. InsyaAllah kejayaan tu bakal ada. Tapi apa-apa
3-2.
pun, dekat atas tu segala-galanya mungkin. Tapi sekarang, kita tengok dulu video special.
Hi guys, I'm Stormy.
Hi, and I'm Rose.
And I'm you.
Okay, so right now we are gonna be playing the game called Guess the Hero, where Yums will draw and Rose will guess. Ready?
Let's go. Go, Stormy. Go.
Senang?
Aku lukis satu benda kau dah tahu dah.
Okay. Hello.
Lagi.
Kalau dia mati, dia jadi telur.
Tinggi dong.
Kenapa kau cakap? Tak boleh itu. Okay, sekali lagi, satu lagi.
Anjir, kenapa kau cakap?
Don't talk ah. I will remove the mic.
Oh, Ben.
Apaan tuh?
Ben.
Wow! Chemistry 10 out of 10. Boleh bantai.
Boleh bantai tak?
Boleh bantai. Okay.
Oh, ini Nets. Nets itu ada di sini.
Mari, let's start.
Famos ya. Oh, sepat juga di sini.
Stand kepala. Ish. Tak boleh
Sepat ini kan dari Todak ya kemarin ya?
Tarit.
Oh, dia bawa ni.
Last dot. Lu combine lah.
Franco. Ah,
Lagi, tambah lagi.
gold lane.
Keluar. Tarit.
Franco kan?
Ruby.
Oh, Ruby anjir.
Macam tak Ruby. Macam Aldous.
Sini.
Kalau dapat diamond, serius.
5 second dia.
Okay, ready?
Balmon. Stanley.
Bulung mah apa pokoknya Sky Pierce dulu first item.
Slash.
Sabar, belum tak in.
Ni apa siap?
Macam kucing. Chlorine.
Tangan, kaki.
Harit.
Tambah dia punya hiasan ke.
Apa nih?
Oh, Lilia.
Apa nih anjir?
Tukul.
Balmon, no. Balmon mah hammer.
Dia besar. Dia
Naga.
besar.
Oh, Yuzong.
Dirot.
Hello.
Dirot atau Harit?
Hero apa? Kau rasa ni hero apa?
Goblok.
Kau punya susah dong.
Sini, Zai. Hero apa ni?
Minotaur.
Hah?
Bagi air lukis.
Kok bisa Minotaur?
Dia buat tough sikit.
Tak juga kepala bulat.
Apa ini?
Lukisan lagi cantik.
Okay guys, so selepas kita cabar 3 pasukan which is Selangor Red Giants.
Oh, tadi siang
Todak
streamnya
dan
tiba-tiba
juga
hilang.
Wawa.
Udah selesai cuma 30 menit, gue cuma nyobain doang.
Selangor Red Giants lah kan. So kita nampak chemistry diorang memang tip top. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoy this video and jumpa korang dekat playoff.
I feel like Zion Tempo is drawing is better. I feel, you
Yeah,
know,
I agree.
If you compare Gary,
I agree.
Now here's the thing: when I was looking at Gary's picture, Minotaur did not cross my mind.
I was thinking Nana.
I was thinking
I saw
Tigreal.
I saw Cat ears and I'm like Nana.
Yeah, yeah.
Right there. Tigreal?
Tigreal. He has a hammer too.
No,
Martizi,
no,
Momo,
that
Chiku,
looks like a
Gary.
fair.
What a
That looks
Gary.
like
that has 2 sets of ears.
Yeah, Tigreal doesn't have ears. We haven't had a
Do you
skin like-
assume that
Wait,
you have only 2 sets of ears?
let's talk about this. Zaim Senpai said when they said like, oh, big ears, and they thought Lilia.
Warga plus 62 dilegalkan senjata langsung searah. Tembak-tembak pangan ajang pakai lama cuma bagara sabar yutana. Sekis karasi dosen.
Dapat kira boy lebih dibuskan se tapi ku se embasi suse
Sabar.
sampai suse
Sekis Stormy Innocent.
Oke ulang ayo serius
1, 2, 3. Sekis Stormy Innocent Yumski.
Yumskinya jagolah sekali
Kemarin lu ada gitu.
oh ya
Apa ya?
sekis
Kayak nyambung gitu.
Stormy Innocent si Innocentnya lah udah improve
Bukan
banget
ngetot.
Seki Stormy Innocent Yumski. It's good. Dude, Abstract is so lost he doesn't know about it.
They have a song.
Seki Stormy Innocent Yumski.
Okay. The fact that they have a song is something that's mind-blowing. Now, what's
Menarik
even
ya, ada
more
lagunya ya.
mind-blowing is where's Cram?
Doesn't rhyme.
Doesn't rhyme. Innocent.
Sekis
Sekis Cram Innocent Stormy. No, it doesn't work. Doesn't work.
Cram, Sekis.
Crammy, then that rhymes.
Okay.
Cram, Sekis. No.
Too bad.
Seki Stormy Innocent.
We need a
Yumski.
second version with Cram.
This
Oh,
second
ini
version with
tiba-tiba
Cram.
ditandai
Abstract,
MOBA gak
let me
tuh?
just tell you, there's a song without those names. It's a legit song. It's just that they.
That will
It's
make a
called
lot more
cover.
sense. Okay, that would make a lot more sense.
Sakit jiwa gua lama-lama nih.
I don't want to answer
Top 6
anymore.
what? Top
Tiba-tiba
6
muncul
players?
5 MOBA tuh akhirnya tuh. Oke guys ya, satu apa namanya?
Top 6 players.
Satu live goals di tahun ini terpenuhi kembali gitu loh. 3 berarti live goal kita udah ada ya. Masuk MOBA cuy akhirnya ada di tag.
Okay, you know what? Let's one at a time. Okay.
Ini yang kalah ke lower ya.
Stormy. Hey, that's my wife.
Hey, that's your wife.
Have you been hearing what LaFe's been saying? He loves
No.
you. He loves you. He misses you.
Yeah. She looks cute. Stormy.
Okay, Stormy.
Okay. Back on Chiku. Why not?
Momo.
That was my second one.
Momo. Okay, I got the rest. So what did I say? Yums, Momo, Kim, Martizi, Max. The last one, I would say Zyme.
Okay, so for me, it's Stormy, Chiku guys, Zaid.
Udil di tim yang nggak lolos di Homeboys at Work. Nggak lolos tapi sayangnya nggak bakal main di M Series.
Nah, I would go for
Setidaknya
Momo.
Udil
Momo
ke
is
Riyadh
amazing.
kemarin.
Momo.
Sempat ketemu sama Om
Two
Wawa.
more.
Ya let's go. Gue naikin dulu ya.
Okay.
Ingetin gue guys ya, ingetin gue kalau udah selesai draftnya, turunin ke bawah lagi, oke?
Momo.
Tadi gue jadi kuyang, cok, melayang-melayang di atas.
Maybe
I
Zord
forgot
and
about
Momo.
Okay, TB Zord.
Okay, Chibi Zord.
TB Zord is my last week.
Yes, the last one will be
Vamos
Chibi.
fans will hate me. I didn't recommend the members.
Chibi Zord, I don't think we
Oke,
can
no
comment on
Suyo,
I
no
just forgot
Suyo,
about him. That
aneh.
was my bad.
I forgot
Karena tadi
about
Todak ngelepas Suyo,
Oh.
kenapa nggak mau dilepas juga tuh? Coba lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're jumping into the draft here for game number 2. Todak going up against
Betul sekali,
SRG.
Ricky.
And looking at Todak, they banned out the Eve. Eve is a hot commodity here in Malaysia. Banning out a Fanny.
Beda ya, kalau di Indo itu If-nya kayak udah gak ada harga diri, cok, dibuang-buang. Feeling gua doang nih, Todak mau first pick Chow.
Because last time when Jushin went through, the first time SRG played against Jushin.
Atau Chusin, ini ban Chusin aja dulu. Lu udah ban Chusin kan diambil deh.
Backline dive, but now there's no Fanny.
Karena mereka udah nge-ban If ya. First picknya bisa antara satu Chusin, yang gede udah ambil aja cowoknya. Cowoknya tadi kuat.
Statistics has been skewed over to blue side being in the win. Before the first match, or rather first game, it was what? 75% win rate on the blue?
Now here's the thing.
Ah, Chusin, udah fix Chusin gak sih?
Like me.
Saya tim Chusin.
So,
Okay.
Never gets old. Never gets old.
So which color do you see from
Saya tim Chusin guys, sudah gak mungkin.
on the English desk, I gotta be a little bit white.
Yeah.
Wakilnya Male, Fredrin is back, masih OP. OP gak OP. Kalau Fredrin kemarin gua tes juga masih bagus.
You are.
Apalagi lu mau baku hantam dengan Alpha kan, Alpha sama Ben masih bagus dia,
We're like you're like Lunox, right?
Yang penting support sistemnya di belakang bagus.
I'm like Lunox.
Brilliance and Dark.
Kalau ngambil cow diambil di kiri nih cownya nih. Serem tuh.
I identify
Cusin.
A little bit of a chameleon, if I may say.
Cusin cow.
Based on the background that you are on.
I identify as monochrome.
Alright. Jushin
Nah
picked
itu
up
cownya
and
diambil. Ada Lee.
Why? Okay. Let me talk about layers,
Really?
guys. Layers. Now, Ling back on Sakai's hand. Now that's impressive. You know what else is impressive? They had the option to pick up the Angela,
Oh yeah.
but they're like, you know what, young lord, I see you on that. I see you on that show. Yums, you got something to say?
Oh.
And we were just hyping it up. Whatever young lord did just now,
Kaca battery saja udah,
and now we
santai.
can actually see which one is better.
And it's not even defined just yet, because Cram also plays the show.
Oh yeah.
It's a good. There's a flex there.
How about this, right? The fact that Angela has
Arnold.
been banned 5 out of 8
Nolan.
times in yesterday's
Oh, Nolannya si Zayed berarti
game,
Prayo
there
ya.
is still a
Soalnya tadi setahu aku di ban di awal deh.
for
Ah iya.
Stormy.
Di ban di awal tadi.
Nolan banned,
Di
and this
3 awal.
time Nolan picked up, and we've seen.
Loyi guys. Loyi setuju ya Loyi ya.
He is the initiator and he is the protector. Something about the Arlet this playoff, man. They've been popping off.
Yeah, not just Momo, Iris also just
Yeah.
popped off with the Arlet.
Kayaknya expect ambil Angela mid tim kan. No.
Basically the
Udah main
same
Link
thing
doang
that
dia.
is hacking.
Gak perlu di combo juga mak Link jago
I
sebenarnya.
don't
Kuat.
like carry players like
Kalau
Stormy
mereka
picking up
ada
something
Angela,
like
Rubinya
the
harus diambil
Angela,
dulu
but
sekarang. Kalau nggak ambil Angelanya nanti takutnya Rubinya di ban kan.
Valentina.
Main Ruby Gold.
Oh, Valentina.
Actually, I would think of Vex. I feel like Vex would make slightly more sense.
Angela
Oh,
oke.
okay. They
Main
play
Ruby
like
Gold
that,
dia.
so
Ban
it's
Ruby
not
nih.
that way.
Kalau SRG nak ban Ruby.
Like I said, I don't like
Gaswat,
carry
guys,
type
gaswat.
players like Stormy to use an Angela, but here's the thing. I believe this is a redemption arc for Sakai's because he has been criticized.
Setuju nih pakai Fredrin
Game
2
number
kali
one,
by the way.
Clearly, he lost to Zayed.
Early, yeah.
So game number 2, I feel like Coach Arcadia and Coach Ozora Vecchi, they're talking amongst themselves and they're like, we need to get some confidence
We need
on
to
Sakai.
lift him up.
We need to lift them up. We need to create a draft for him.
Just gonna making sure that everything that makes sure it works for Sakai's. And from that point on, I think that it would be able to be a pretty nice snowball for SRG. You know, right now, losing game number 1, that must be putting the morale pretty low.
Let me just say, the stadium is full and there's still people coming in. How is that possible? There's still people coming in.
It's all about the mindset, Rafael. It's all about the mindset. If there's a will, there's a way. We double, triple park, right? So you can squeeze into a stadium as long as there's space.
Dude.
They can squeeze onto this panel if they want.
Yeah, come to the panel, yeah.
Is it a thing though for you guys to actually park in front of other people's car, but you really
Kamu main Ruby bang?
Yeah.
Oh,
Serius main Ruby deh.
Releasing who does that, right? That's my spot now. You gotta wait.
Matilda nggak Prayo. Kalau kita kan Prayo
Now
ya
that's a
tadi.
mindset.
You gotta tow my car.
Iya main Ruby.
To get rid of it.
Dari Todak selalu jual di MCD seakan-akan kembali.
That's a mindset.
Sebenarnya bisa. Kalau mereka menang game ini kayaknya gue bilang ya, kandidat terkuat buat juara MPL MY itu langsung ke Todak aja udah.
No, in Malaysia you just pull your handbrake and people can still push your car.
Nah, lu buang Ruby bang. Kalau nggak buang Ruby, hidup lu berat nanti serius deh. Ruby Gold serem.
Does the car happen to be a MyV?
Most of the time. Most of the time. Yeah.
Bukan nggak bisa pakai, nggak cocok dengan temponya mereka. Mereka juga kan chaotic team fight. Kalau pakai matidan gitu kayak agak defense, nggak bisa open juga. Yang main agresif dikit, nggak ada yang jaga rumput sulit ya. Udah bang, ban Ruby dulu bang, cepat bang.
Shoutouts to Malaysian cars. SRG betting out the Tigro as well as the Franco. I like the Franco ban. Like imagine Sakai's having like. Does this not say this draft is for Sakai? The Sky Prince, the MVP of MSC. If this isn't the draft for him, I don't know what is.
The Sky Prince that dethroned the Sky King and still
Oke, Ruby Gold. Kalau TLID yang main, ini adalah Ruby 100%. Mari kita lihat. Apa iya SRG bakal pick Ruby? Kalau gue sih Ruby ya, gue suka Ruby ya. Udah Link Angela, ngapain pusing-pusing lagi main defense aja udah.
Looking for a EXP later. What's the best thing that can help revolve around
Ruby.
Right now, they need something like a Bruno, like a Clint, something that doesn't require a lot of
Wah,
power.
Hilda.
The Hilda pickup. Hilda, this is gonna be nasty.
Ya, gold Ruby. Bisa gold Ruby.
Saw that yesterday when they went up against JP.
Masih belum menyerah gua.
Absolutely oppressive. You built full tank, no Thunderbelt needed, concussive blast, you solo kill assassins. Oh my goodness, this is
Bangkit SRG 3-2 Todak. Setauku ya kalau ada Link Angela, mending better itu yang kiri kanannya udah main yang yang tebal-tebal aja gitu. Nanti bantu-bantu dia waktu dari teamfight.
Melissa,
Halo coy.
Beatrix probably
Agak beda ya, memang region ini agak beda ya region ini ya.
You want to have some kind of like a what I like to call a no-no zone.
Yeah, the no-no zone.
The no-no zone. You know, you can't touch it.
Lunox.
Lunox also great.
That's fair. That's
Big
fair.
burst, invulnerability.
Ruby gak sih udah
Let me
menang
just say
tuh?
though, their draft
Dah,
doesn't
Ruby
really
lah, bener
scale
dah.
all that well,
Serius deh.
but I feel like it's fine because going up against the Ling, you kind of just want to survive because once you kill the Ling,
Coach RR kan
the
dia
majority
pernah
of the
di
damage
RR.
is out of the picture. So
Iya,
this is
TTO.
gonna be a very risky draft coming in from Todak.
Ruby
but I
gak sih?
definitely see it work.
I will definitely say
Guys, ini kalau bukan Ruby gue gak tau lagi sih. Masa dia Harit, Moskov gitu.
Get on with it for the early stages of the game, hoping that
Kalau
would
Ruby,
accelerate
enak tuh
Ling
kejar-kejar
and
si
make sure that the
Lunox.
GPM for the Ling is as high as possible, while also keeping sure that Nolan just have got no way to play the game.
Plain or Bruno, man. In my head, those are the picks that you want to use to empower the Ling because if you pick up a scaler here, it's okay, but you know there are risks to it.
I think you can still play a pretty decent posture here.
Yeah, I was thinking Beatrix. Because like I
Hah?
understand the notion
Ya agak beda ya. Ini memang agak beda nih. Oke. Sorry. My bad ya region MY ya. Kita agak beda memang ya. Gak apa-apa. Udah bagus.
Honestly, Beatrix is kind of like the Suyo.
Ada dua yang harus farming
That's
sekarang.
the army knife, you know.
She can fight from long range and close range with a Wesker.
Yeah.
She can do anything. She has a long dash. She can refill her shots.
She has one gun for every occasion.
She has single target. She has AOE.
She has great hair color.
That's your thing.
That's my thing.
It's red, right?
It is red, yeah.
Yeah.
That's red.
It's red.
A little bit towards the pink, actually.
And now going in game number 2, Todak was the one to win the first game in 12 minutes. Now, they want to do the same thing with their draft, but SRG can Sakai's perform with the draft that's been designed for the Sky Prince. Let's jump into the land of dawn.
Given his best rapier, and right now he is about to tear up a storm. We got SRG this time on that red side. Todak finds themselves on blue. Right off the bat,
Liquid
see
ini
bit of movements from
berlingatan.
SRG. Wanted to find out where Zayed is.
Lift up the morale for the members of the side.
Ada Ruby-nya di ban jadi Link Nathan. Itu karena Ruby di ban. Kalian lihat gak di game ke-6 sama game ke-7 Ruby-nya di ban.
End up in the same spot in the gold lane.
Right now it looks like Todak.
Oke, sabar. Tenang Om Wawa, tenang. Beda region. Kita region Brawl ya. Kita lebih respect. Mari kita lihat nih guys. Gue kok masih melayang. Kan gue udah bilang sama kalian. Kalau udah mulai tolong kasih tahu Om Wawa biar Om Wawa turun. Kalau nggak Om Wawa melayang di atas kayak kuyang. Bapak, ibu-ibu sekalian ya.
Good drafting coming in from Todak, making sure that Zaim Senpai doesn't have a bad time against a Cho.
To be honest, when we were talking about a Cho, and you guys said that Yums can also play a very mean Cho, it actually sets up quite a lot of expectations coming in from me to make sure that Yums is able to execute this very well. Unfortunately, when it comes down to Todak's lineup, trying to look for that one person to really target is kind of difficult, right? When it comes down to a Cho, you want to go for the Juicin or you want to go for the Lunox. However, both have got ways that you will be able to create a massive distance or to just completely avoid this Cho altogether.
I've tried. It will be difficult with that kind of mindset.
It's all about the mindset.
It's all about the mindset.
And
you know,
I can do it.
it's like say screw it. I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the kind of mindset. Like that's the Malaysian way. It's like this is hard for you to do. It's like no, easy,
It's hard for you, but not me.
easy, bongo.
This is why NIP Flash keeps winning, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the mindset.
Because they got the mindset.
It's all about the mindset. It's like who say you can't use Benedetta in this draft?
Well, who say that Cram is going to go down? No one else said it actually.
Yeah, no one said it. I don't know why you brought it up.
No one absolutely said that.
Just making sure, right?
Yeah.
This guy, he's not gonna die
Kelly
as long as there
ambil
are rushes in this map,
turtle.
right?
If Sakai gets this turtle for free, that's gonna be impressive because here's the thing: Ling isn't really.
four?
Ling isn't the turtle slayer.
Whoa! Big final slash from Momo. The guy.
Wow!
Steals it! But the job is done. SRG gotta get a bit more. Zaim Senpai, big lift. The guy's under the turret, cannot find it.
I would say that's an even trade. 1 kill for a turtle, more or less even trade. But again, Zayed got a turtle, but he died. Sakai's didn't get a turtle, but he got an assist. So again, even trade, but I would say better for Slangeray Giants because your scaler, Sakai's on this Ling, still alive.
Oh, all right. Now that I just remembered is the fact that Sakai's actually started off on the orange buff and then followed up
Mirip
onto
gak
the
sih Om
purple buff.
final
So it does
MSC
definitely make sense that he is
lawan
already plotting
Final
to just
MPL
go over to the
2024.
turtle at level 4.
Tim
He
favorit
didn't
juga
start at
kalah
purple, which is
karena
what
hal
normal
sepele.
links would typically do.
Gak tau sih. Harusnya nggak mirip.
Again,
Beda
the
nasib.
jungle pathing coming in from both junglers.
Yang landscape juga
This
ada di
is-
sebelah kan?
I
Silakan
the
dipilih,
mindset
dipilih.
that even none of us casters had brought it up. That even if you lose here, you go to the lower bracket. But yeah, I feel like everyone feels like if they lose here, they're gonna go home. So they're bringing their A game in every single match.
Yeah. It's all about playing your last, right? I mean, this
It's all
is
about the mindset.
It's all about mindset. This is
It's
basically an
all
express
about
path
mindset.
to qualify for M6. If you win in this upper bracket, you just gotta win one more, and then you're off.
But in the meantime, it's also going to be a litmus test for Todak, right? With the fact that they did manage to play a pretty good game number 1, it kind of sets them up.
Suyonya ke
understand
ban
their
ya.
pacing if they were to go to the upper bracket or if they go to the lower bracket.
It's a fight here.
Enggak
Kick
deh.
into balance break. Time standpoint.
Ini
Zone out.
Zampoy.
by Sakai.
Very good sih
He's
itu.
gonna have to
Actually itu
try
good
and get
move.
away.
Pakai flicker
Tries to
juga.
come back up in a bit,
Sayang banget. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Malah ngebalikin loh. Romer tukar Romer. Udah cuan buat Todak tadi. Wasting banget ya. Tempest of Blade gak ada. Next setup di turtle berikutnya. Udah gak ada lagi Tempest of Blade, man. Ini Todak lagi unggul sekarang.
I feel like in this game, he will eventually build a brute force breastplate because understanding, oh, you want to go for me? Come for me, buddy. I can use defense items and I'll still be a good mid laner.
Ini kesempatan buat Todak kalau mereka ambil turtle ya sekarang.
Second or third.
Udah terlanjur masuk semuanya.
If you build glowing one, you go brute force. If you build the clock of destiny, you still need the glowing one. Afterwards, you go for brute force.
Right. So at this point in time, I
Ya,
think
Sekis
that
punya
it's relatively
damage
fair
sekarang ya.
that there is gonna be quite a lot of
Dia udah
attention
punya
on
Berserker
him, so
Fury.
kind of going straight in for a second item brute force sounds pretty
Tempest of Blade
neat.
sudah ada. Sabar Zayed. Sabar Zayed.
He's the prime target. Yums is zoned
Eh,
out. Zayed needs some help.
Sekis? Really, Sekis?
And Sakai goes down. Absolute disaster for SRG.
Wah.
Chased down by Chico, guys.
SRG sedang mengkocak, guys. Nih, definisi dari ketika lu punya 2 damager, lu harus jadi dua-duanya juga kan. Itu kalau Ruby bisa team fight.
Right now,
Lah dikejar, lah meleset, lah udah gak punya flicker juga, digebok rame-rame di dalam. Holy the moly, guys.
this is the Todak that for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, Malaysians have been waiting for.
Gila Todak 2 minggu. 2 minggu gue liatin regular season, gue males banget liat Todak. Jadi jago sekarang.
To Malaysians and now going up against the best in the business. Selangor Giants.
Kalau sengaja kalah harusnya enggak lah. Siapa yang mau main di lower bracket? Gue sih males ya.
Selangor Giants, they are the gold standard for Malaysians.
Kayaknya wakil Malaysia bukan halangan yang sulit ya. Semua lawan harus kita bilang sulit lah. Karena mereka ada di panggung yang sama. Jadi kayak jangan meremehkan aja gitu.
And if you do not manage to take 1 game, 2 games,
Baterainya
or
dipaksa
whatever games away
dipakai.
from them, don't even dream of internationals. But look at Todak
3
right now.
perfect turtle.
They will find Yums.
Yumsia dibanting-banting cusin, oke?
All the abilities use Yums. He's just gonna buy
Tapi
time. Sakai is storming
udah gak
around.
punya apa-apa kan,
Gonna
habis.
decide that it's not worth saving Yums. He goes down.
Halo,
A
mau
good time
lima?
to call back last season, where Yums said, "What is Todak without me?" And we're seeing the version of Todak that does just fine without him. Cram. He's gonna go down as well. Chico guys with the committed flicker to secure the
Nih,
kill.
Chico guys kalau lagi live stream nanti kita harus sawer dia guys. Siapa yang cita-citanya di follow sama Chico guys? Saya sudah.
Selangor Giants. It's unfortunate to say this, but the coaching staff probably are looking at this game, and perhaps they have to pivot. They have to look at a different direction.
Udah jadi, udah jadi tuh, udah bakal join tim fight dia.
And Selangor Giants, if they lose 0-3,
wow,
that's
Abis.
continue the narrative.
Link udah gak pakai purple buff, udah 2 kali ya gak ada purple buff.
The strong teams, the reigning champions aren't going to the M6.
Kenapa Malaysia dapat slot M6 2? Karena mereka tuan rumah.
If they win, that's a morale boost.
Ya.
If they lose,
Sekian, terima
that's
kasih.
them at the lowest.
Sakai so far hasn't been making good decisions when he goes to those fights. Or you can look at a different angle.
Game 1. Oh, ini udah game 2 by the way, Edward. Bukan game 1 lagi, ini udah game 2. Udah kepegang banget. Udah kepegang banget. Gini guys, plus minus ya, plus minusnya Link ya. Bukan cuma Link ya, semua assassin sebenarnya. Kalau kalian gagal di setup turtle yang pertama kayak tadi, itu snowballnya lumayan berasa sih buat yang kedua, ketiganya. Jadi kenapa kayak SRG langsung bisa flop kayak gitu? Satu, turtle mereka kecolong. Yang kedua, mereka overextend terlalu dalam tadi sampai harus ke punish juga. Itu yang membuat mereka akhirnya dibalikin kan. Gold gapnya sampai ada hampir di 6 ribuan nih sekarang nih.
This is gonna
Purple
be
buff
an
akhirnya nggak ada
exciting
juga
time
2
to
kali.
be a Malaysian fan because again,
Intinya kalau kalian dapat assassin, snowball enak banget. Kalau kalian nggak snowball, kalian bakal mengalami kesulitan seperti yang kalian tonton
and this is the
sekarang.
best Todak has ever looked before. Like,
Nanti next
they're
season M7
chaotic,
balik ke
but still
1-1 ya.
disciplined.
In our home country, nonetheless,
Harusnya iya
right?
sih.
In
Harusnya
where it all
ya.
began, where RQ was the one who took them out in the opening match, and RQ is waiting for them
Yeah.
at the grand stage.
I mean, let's be honest here. Internationally, a lot of people give a lot of respect to SRG.
See, Yums finds the kick. Oh, the flicker, a bit off angle. He's gonna sacrifice his life to die once more. Use nothing. They're not gonna fight this, are they? Sakai stay too long, and SRG never really had a chance.
It's not working on Zime Point at all.
Was that Lunox's damage? I mean,
This is a rinse and repeat for Sakai.
Habis.
Aim for Zime Point, but it's just not working at all.
Wow, Zai just got a thunder belt.
Zush,
Wait, Zime got Thunderbelt?
Juicy-nya bener-bener ya juicy-nya ya.
Zion Senpai right now, I won't believe you told me he's a mage. How can a mage stand toe to toe against a Ling and Angela, getting hit multiple times by the Ling, and still refuse to die? What kind of mage can tank that much
gak ada shot
damage
Asia
from
ya.
a Ling Angela?
What is that aggressive angle?
He's gonna just go in. He lifts to them. He was more than just that. That's Cram out of the picture. Todak wants the second blow. Sakai clears that mid wave. Sure, top wave's crashing in. Playing defense. First holy shield down, and Sakai's gonna be chased down. Zayat looks for him. There's no way out. Zayat, he has been absolutely destroying all the junglers. And now Chico, guys, he's gonna go up against Sakai. Receives help from the hard part, goes to the brilliant form. There's just no way.
Wow.
No.
Udah kalah gold
For the state
sama yang
they're in.
kayak kalian bilang ya. Pertanyaan gue adalah bukan mereka nggak pengen buat team fight, tapi mereka wajib buat team fight juga kalau mereka mau kejar ketinggalannya. Tipikal lah, tipikal.
Might not have time to get it, right? Todak just not gonna give them the time. Glorious pathway, a premonition, a prelude to what Todak might just bring to close out this second game. Momo, flicker final slash. Fumes again buying time with the kick on the Chico, guys. Can't even find it. SRG comes back to life, but the crystal wings
Selesai, guys,
exposed.
selesai,
Will
guys.
help them out. Todak about to hit.
Gila Todak.
Series point.
RRQ lolos ngamuk mereka.
Put right at the gallows.
Gila Todak.
Game number 1, Todak ended it in 12
Gila, Todak.
minutes. Game number 2, they went even faster than that. They beat the world champions.
Ya itu susahnya main assassin ya. Balik lagi lu kalah setup di awal, terus miss decision juga ada 2 kali. Udah selesai, nggak ada purple buff tadi kan.
SRG record time on a draft that is specifically meant
Wah hancur gak tuh SRG.
out the jungler Sakai's the
Selamat
Sky
sore dong.
Prince.
Brought back to earth. Completely grounded the whole game. So many attempts to go for key targets on Todak's side. Not a single one of those attempts resulted in a single takedown.
3-0 berarti. Gue suka 3-2, lebih seru. Save streamer guys, save streamer.
Selangor Giants down
SRG mode BTR gak tuh?
0-2. Sakai's is
Gue
not
ngeboost
the
power in
answer.
game. Lebih ke
Against
ngeboost konsentrasi buat tim yang lagi kalah. Kalau yang lagi menang bisa lebih main lebih lepas, terus bisanya kepala di sana.
He's been surviving those dives.
Permainan tim Malai kurang rapi, overcommit, overextend. Tapi kalau unggul itu bagus. Kalau unggul ya. Kalau lagi kalah, emang itu yang sering kita lihat. Overextend, kurang rapi, sama overcommit. Karena lagi kalah. Kalau lagi menang udah kayak gitu statusnya, serius deh. Kalian boleh lihat kalau kalian yang lagi main rank juga, kalian lagi menang, kalian melakukan apapun juga seakan-akan semuanya benar, coy. Padahal itu salah sebenarnya. Ada yang salah juga gitu loh. Gak semua salah sih, tapi ada yang salah.
Kind of fight fire with fire, have winning lanes, and then play the poking game.
The funny thing
Ini
is,
seru nih, SRG lagi di... Wah ini SRG kalau kalah digoreng gak sih kira-kira?
front in the early
Waduh.
games. Hilda, Cho,
Oh yeah, the heal up was
Angela.
another factor.
But there's a Jushin.
Juzinnya tadi. Juzinnya yang jadi faktor winning
You can
tadi.
let Suyu go. I can
Ini ya kalau gue
understand
lihat ya,
Jushin
Todaknya
has
tuh
been
kuat
the
di
reason
mid
Todak
lanernya
win
ya
all their
sekarang.
games
Di
in the
respect
playoffs
band
so
terus-terus
far.
sama dia.
You see that effect, right? How Zion Standpoint sets up these kill angles.
Now we gotta look at the highlights here, brought to us by Republic of Gamers. And actually, now that I think about it, I have not seen Cram do much in game number 1, game number 2. We were so glued on Sakai's that I kind of forgot.
No, but it makes sense, right? This draft is meant for Sakai's. But in the meantime, the early game, we definitely want to see the pivot coming from Cram to kind of create something.
Let me just say the high loss pick as well was brilliant. That high loss prevented a lot of anything that can happen. And look at Zion Senpai. He has tenacity. He has the Clock of Destiny as well as the Blood Wings. There was not a time where he felt like he needed a brute force, because honestly, these defense items, Clock of Destiny and Blood Wings, were more than enough.
Dude, he has tenacity, right? So extra tankiness, common emblems. He could go for Sky Piercer, and I would not fault him for it.
Makes absolute sense. I mean, Zion Senpai has been the main target of the entire SRG. Every time the Tempest of Blades is available for the side of Sakai's, plus the fact that they are hard guard, Zion Senpai is the target. And look at this, 0 death.
Abstract, let me blow your mind.
I'm already blown.
Zion Senpai wasn't the first choice. He was not.
No. He was not even the first choice, yeah.
He was not the main lineup. He was a roamer.
It was a roamer for the first iteration of the Todak roster this season.
They put him in roam.
Draft SRG dapat Beatrix Link Angela. Gue kurang suka sih kalau yang sama Beatrixnya.
And then
Kalau Beatrix gue kurang suka karena Beatrix itu dia nggak bakal bisa mandiri guys ya. Kalau Link sama Angelanya ini bisa dipatahin kayak tadi. Kalau kayak Ruby-nya ini bisa nolong buat Linknya jadi. Karena gini, kalau kalian main Link dengan Angela, otomatis kalian bakal ngebuang slot antara roamer atau mid laner kalian buat masuk ke dalam Linknya. Jadi itu kayak ya udah main Transformer. Tahu Transformer gak? Nih, gue bentar deh, berisik. Kalian tahu nggak main Transformer yang kayak kalian susun robot, begitu dia jadi robot gede menang, bener kan? Nah itu tuh konsepnya dengan draftnya SRG sekarang main kayak gitu. Jadi kalau mereka bisa pull di satu hero dan hero itu sangat jadi sekali, mereka bisa menang. Fun fact-nya mereka buka Beatrix juga. Jadi mereka kepisah gitu loh. Gak jadi di satu hero, tapi ada 2 hero. Memang bagus buat di late game-nya, mungkin mereka punya rencana cadangan lah, ada insurance misalnya Link Angelanya kenapa. Tapi kan akhirnya early game-nya nggak jadi gitu loh. Beatrix butuh farming, Link butuh farming. Ketika dua-duanya lagi farming, lah terus yang setup siapa? Setupnya kalah. Todak juga maksimal di sana. Akhirnya mereka bisa menang. Oke, lanjut. Todaknya udah evaluasi sih. Ini bukan SRG yang turun by the way guys. Ini Todaknya yang bener-bener jago aja sih di babak playoff anjir. MP aja kalah sama Todak.
I mean, here's the thing, man. 2-0.
Oh my god.
Against SR freaking.
Kenapa playoff Indo 2 match doang yang dikasih telur? Sisanya skor ketat walaupun ada rebutan terlist. Mana ya, kalau gue bilang kalau ada telur itu karena memang ada ketimpangan sosial yang terjadi lah ya, entah itu dari mekanik mereka, entah itu dari draft mereka juga, mental blocknya apa yang terjadi. Karena 2 poin 3-0 setauku itu cuma ada di BTR kan. Ya udah gitu lah, berarti BTR emang mereka prepare banget, dan BTR itu selalu kuat kalau lawan tim yang ada di ranknya di bawah mereka. Kalau gue nggak salah, correct me if I'm wrong guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Tapi kalau ketemu yang di atas pasti sengit banget. Jadi kalau ada skor ketat itu bagus banget ya, karena skor ketat berarti adanya dari skill mereka itu dekat, nggak jauh sama sekali. Entah itu dari draft atau mekanik juga, bla 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 bla. Todak mode serius bener.
Bring out the game winner.
Top jungler assassin tiap region siapa aja, buset lah, gue belum lihat nih region lain. Serius ya guys, gue belum lihat region lain, gue cuma lihat PH sama Indo doang. Kalau di PH itu hampir sama dengan kita, dan gue rasa kalau di bawah sama-sama fighter sama tank yang bakal jadi tank jungler antara PH dan Indo ya, better kita pakai assassin sih buat mereka ya, karena kalau fighter dengan fighter pasti adu makro, dan gue takutnya kalau adu makro berarti kita dibawa ke gameplay yang dipegang dengan PH. Jadi gue lebih prefer sih ya, sorry, kalau PH itu berarti assassinnya Suyo masih sama, Alpha Bane juga sama, ID juga sama. Ini agak beda nih yang di sini. Liquid juga 3-0 BTR. Emang iya ya, bentar gue lihat. Udah sampai lupa gue MPL ID coy.
It pains me as much as you to say that line, but you see, right?
The prince needs to grow.
Oh yeah.
Right?
To be fair, yeah.
A prince doesn't run a kingdom. A king does.
BTR AE 3-0, TLID 3-0, BTR Geek 3-0. Nah iya makanya ini yang lebih sering ini dapat BTR 3-0. Cuman kalau TLID lawan BTR itu lebih ke ini sih. Kalau gua ngelihatnya juga lebih gak siap aja BTR-nya lawan TLID.
358,000. Thank you very much everyone watching. I know basically everyone all across the globe is watching this series.
Sudah sengit-sengit gitu masih kalah gitu loh di pertemuan yang kedua ya.
if you lose 0-3.
Karena mereka coba buat masuk ke gameplay yang dipegang dengan TLID juga kemarin. Makanya mereka kalah yang di lower tuh. Padahal di uppernya udah bagus banget. Udah hampir bisa catch up, hampir bisa.
Think about it. We hyped out Yums and Stormy. I put number 1 SRG. Is this caster curse?
I put top 3, SRG, MV, JP. I lost 2 of them.
You seriously say JP?
Yeah. I just lost 2 of them.
Condolences.
I'm about to lose my 3rd one if SRG goes down.
SRG. Vamos.
Na,
What was that? MV.
Well, Red's gonna win the whole thing at this point, right?
Might as well just give it to them.
If Red wins everything, I will make a petition to deny any caster. If you're a tier 2
Gak
caster,
lihat
like,
tim
deny
NA
you
BTK lawan
from
C9.
making any kind of
Pas waktu itu
predictions.
kita lagi berangkat ke Bandung waktu itu.
I need
Gue cuman
time to process
ingetnya
this.
anak-anak
So
lagi
let's go to
nonton.
MPL off
Dari
stage with
0-3 dibalikin
as well as
4-3 kan
Cheryl
menang.
To talk to SRG psychologist Philip to see how they're gonna cope for this game. Throw it over to them.
Selamat datang ke MPL Off Stage bersama saya yang diberikan utaman oleh Hotlink. Dan sekarang kita bersama dengan Cheryl dan juga psikologis istimewa daripada Selangor, Red Giant. Cheryl, maybe you have some question to ask this gentleman over here.
So yes, starting with, tell us more, what's your name and what do you do with SRG?
Thank you
Ah,
to Poji and also
Sinen
to
langsung
Cheryl.
bubar habis
My name
itu.
is Philip and I'm currently working as a sports psychologist for the Selangor Red
Kemungkinan dia
Giants.
main di M6.
Right,
Enggak lah.
so I guess first
Udah
question
gak pernah
for
main
me,
juga.
this
Gimana
situation,
cara?
it's not easy for the players.
Kecuali
alright?
keseleo
They're
kali ya
falling
jarinya
back
si
to
Widi ya.
2-0 right now. So what would you be telling the team back there?
Band 10 bagus lah, banyak yang broken lepas ya. Kita butuh hero broken buat lepas. Nanti kalian bilangnya, iya bang, hero-nya kok itu lagi gitu kan. Kok ada ini gak diambil? Nah, kalau band 10 gini hero-hero yang kalian sebutin bisa keambil semua. Enak. Sebenarnya ini lebih susah buat coach ya, karena coachnya yang harus tentuin mereka itu powernya di mana aja.
That's absolutely right. You can control what's already done, but what you can control is what happens next.
Sekarang hero mau nge-push tapi gak punya
You're
BP.
you're burning.
Laila. Ya gimana kagak punya Laila? Kagak punya Laila, kagak punya BP.
Dia jawab, dia psikologis. Cheryl tanya, psikologis buat apa?
Ya ini kan berarti menguntungkan dong. Buat tim yang memang pool hero-nya banyak dan juga eksekusinya bagus. Ingat ya, semua orang pool hero-nya pasti banyak, tapi eksekusinya harus bisa sama bagusnya dengan yang dipakai dengan kemarin-kemarin. Kalau enggak ya ngapain? Kalau misalnya gini deh, wah pool hero lu apa aja? Wah gue bisa pakai Cho, gue bisa pakai Tiger, gue bisa pas pakai 05, 0100 gitu. Ya namanya bukan pool hero banyak ya, namanya gak power aja di sana. Nah kalau kalian lihat kan kayak misal nih TLID lulusannya MDL kan global band di sana tuh. Setelah 2-3 tahun kita baru melihat, oh ternyata MDL player kita bagus-bagus, kenapa? Karena banyak pool hero-nya mereka dan sama bagusnya juga, mereka harus bisa pakai itu. Dan lebih membagongkan lagi. Itu pemain TLI ini gak ada yang lolos loh ke babak playoff-nya MDL loh, tapi mereka juara MPL. Jadi ya membuktikan bahwa teman-teman semuanya ya, kalian juga bisa sebenarnya, cuman ya tergantung lah. Apakah kalian dapat rumah yang bagus juga ya? Rumah yang bagus.
Tekan button surrender. Semudah itu.
Saran skin 300k yang efek
soalan
bagus.
terakhir
Hah?
untuk
Apa tuh?
psychologist. Sekarang perasaan dekat dalam macam ni ke? Macam tu because 2-0 last game. Memang kalah tak balik, kalah ada esok. Tapi nervous tak?
Bagi saya, jika kata tak nervous, jika rasa tak ada gementar itu, kita bukan manusia. Selagi kita manusia, saya rasa gementar itu mesti ada. Dan kita bersedia untuk menghadapi cabaran itu. If let's say this is the end.
Kalau cita-cita doang pengen main di MPL mah, main fun match juga bisa gitu. Kalau cita-cita lakukan bro, jangan cuma ngetik doang. Proof it.
Betul. True. And then last word from Cheryl.
Jangan jadikan alasan seperti aku gak punya teman buat ikut turnamen. Kalau cita-cita kalian main di level tertinggi, cari. Ya, cari. Jangan alasan aku gak punya ini, aku gak punya itu, ini itu. Itu cuma sebuah bullshit ya. Namanya ada usaha ya. Selalu ada perjuangan untuk mencapai titik tertentu. Selalu ada pengorbanan untuk mencapai ke titik yang ada di sana. Jadi ya jangan pernah beralasan dan mulailah untuk melakukan sesuatu. Semoga kalian bisa sampai ke titik yang kalian inginkan. Amin dulu ya, amin ya, amin ya, amin.
And now you're probably at your lowest point so
Wah, masa nih kalah nih SRG nih.
Gua
gak tahu Andra, cari sendiri Andra. Ikut yang solo quali. Ya sebenarnya banyak jalan menuju ke Roma. Cuman orang-orang itu males. Pengen langsung dapat enak sih, pengen disuapin. Di sini gue cuma bisa bilang hidup itu tidak seindah yang kalian bayangkan. Kalian mau capek ke titik tertentu, cobalah berusaha, berjuang, men. Semua orang berjuang dengan titik yang sama seperti kalian. Kalau cuma alasan nggak punya ini, nggak punya itu, nggak punya ini, ya berarti kalian cuma beralasan. Dan selamanya kalian nggak bakal ada di sana. Udah selesai. Sedih kan? Makanya jangan seperti itu. Berjuang, berusaha guys. Berusaha. Prime Chiku is back. Wah. Bisa.
Not just Prime Chiku.
Prime Zayed is back.
Zayed, dude. No.
Prime Todak to me.
I disagree. I don't think his prime is back. He's far above and beyond. He's if you were saying that season 9 was his prime, dude, you're the Lulu. This is the prime.
Wake up, son.
Wake up.
Wake up, son. It's season 14.
Now, we got a WhatsApp from Monty King Kong. Trust me, we have a lot of numbers here. All right, King Kong is not that hard to contact. What are your thoughts on the current SRG compared to the SRG at MSC?
Waduh, bagus banget nih.
Competitiveness and their drive to win was extremely high during MSC. I wouldn't say that they are no longer competitive or don't want to win, but you can feel during MSC they were a different beast.
The hunger, right?
Yeah.
How much do you want?
They've been fed.
They've been eating well, man.
They're eating well.
I mean, this can definitely be interpreted in two different ways, right?
Coba kita lihat nih, SRG balik lagi
How
nih kita nih.
SRG has been performing, and of course their outcome right now, it can definitely be interpreted in a way whereby they have lost their hunger, unless by the end of the series when they come to go for a complete comeback, then I think it's fair to say that they still have that hunger.
I mean, do you believe in the run it back, the 3-2?
I do.
Langgar Todak.
Even Todak fans, they are saying it's going to be a 3-2.
Todak fans want it, right? They want blood, but they don't want it to be, a clean sweep 3-0. It has to get bloodier than this.
If I go throughout this entire stadium, and I ask every single people here, were you guys expecting a 3-0?
No.
I would say at most 15 people would say 3-0, and that's just because they're die-hard Todak fans. Now look at the team comparison here in terms of the damage dealt. In 31 games of Todak, 22 games of SRG, which shows how much SRG has won. They only played 22 games. 5.9 million damage by Todak, 3.9 million by SRG, but first blood rate, SRG has the highest, and we've seen it, especially in game number 2. They tried to get their first blood, but they get first. They lost first. Yeah, they lost for total. SRG, man.
I don't know about
if there's a secret that they're hiding. I get that you have another life after this, but trust me.
Yo, mirip lu yo.
Who doesn't want to express?
Junglernya Todak yo.
I don't think at this point in time you'll want to hide any aces in your sleeves. I mean, the express pass is definitely important. It saves you so much time, stamina, and well.
Apa nih? Chiku dapat buff nasi lemak lobster. Nasi lemaknya nggak apa-apa ya. Lobsternya itu tuh yang serem tuh. Mahal ya soalnya.
Shout out to all the other casters watch partying this. I'm pretty sure Mirko is doing it. Remar's probably watching. Yep. Leo is probably watching. Shout outs to Leo as well, because in Malaysia we love assassin. We love the assassin.
Yes, I like asparagus.
Yes, asparagus.
Bener gak sih di sini gue?
Isn't that a vegetable? Asparagus.
What is that again? Asparagus.
Tutorial link Angela di Brawl server. Ya, gaskan. Memang Fabian pak jago banget nih.
I want to follow. Asparagus.
I speak like I am
Full local M6? Iya dong, harus dong.
SRG banning out.
Berhentilah overhype.
Todak
Produk luar. Produk lokal kita juga tuh jago-jago. Cuman ya harus dijinakin ya, karena jago-jago yang di rank ini kan masih toxic gitu ya.
Yeah, but if you're not playing Jushin, you gotta ban that out. Jushin
3-0 buat Todak. Tuh lihat, dia ngebannya itu hero-heronya Sempoi semua tuh, mid lanernya. Dikasih lagi nih Suyonya. Lihat bentar lagi dibuka di Suyonya nih.
No, actually, this is what I've been telling other people.
Ya dikasih nih Suyonya.
Exactly. We're simple people.
Ya dikasih. Lihat 3, 2, 1. Set. Dikasih Suyonya.
Jushin is a problem. Jushin gets banned out. Look at
Nah, dikasih Suyo, ambil Cho. Dah.
Jushin, Fanny. What's the common ground here?
Ini draft game 1 nih dia nih si Todak.
Well, actually, no, not
Jadi kalah
Fanny,
2-0.
it's
Lagi kalah 2-0.
That goes.
Not with that mindset.
Yeah, not with that mindset.
Fanny is
Not
a
with
mage.
that mindset.
I'm pretty sure Curtisi will prove me wrong.
Exactly.
Yang penting Indopret aja Maher.
Which, yeah, he did actually. He proved us wrong.
Ini banyak pertanyaan menjebak nih, agak-agak serem ya memang
SRG
ya.
themselves ban out the
Jadi
angle.
streamer kalau lagi watch party
Todak
gini serem
might
anjir.
go for a- The Suyo is open, but SRG they're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Do we want the Suyo?
Again,
It didn't work game number 1.
so guys ain't the main character anymore. You gotta pivot a little bit.
Ambil
Trial
Suyonya.
pick,
Pasti,
still go for the Suyo.
pasti dikasih
I was
Suyo.
thinking if not Suyo, you could give it over.
Udah ulang aja ambil Chow lagi
Have
ya kan.
a good opener,
Tuh,
we'll
ambil
get a
Chow-nya
flash.
lagi.
But now the show goes over, right?
Udah ambil aja seperti yang dibuka
SRG
tadi di
becomes
game
something like a
game
Valentina.
game 1.
Stormy can't survive against Yan Lord's Cho.
They gotta play their absolute
Kayaknya bedanya ya. Bedanya nanti SRG bisa ban Xbox.
before and they know that it's
Bedanya ada di sana. Atau mau ambil Nolan nih sekarang nih.
At this point,
Tapi enggak sih,
Todak,
kayaknya
they
juggler,
go
juggler
for the
dulu.
Nolan again. They're
Phoveus.
going for the Phoveus first. All right, so Phoveus picked up Cho as well. Momo has been pivotal towards the wins that Todak has been having.
Dia mewakili orang.
also locks
Aduh,
out-
perlu support
Not
Todak
really
sampai
lock out, but
habis.
this also makes Harith a pretty tough choice, right? You're unlocking
Ngulang draft
Phoveus a
bukan
lot more
jaminan
in these
menang.
fights, not just because of Harith having the
Tapi
chrono
ngulang
dash,
draft
cooldown,
lebih
examine
susah
mode,
buat
but
yang
also
pengen
Suyo,
ngalahin draft
Blazers,
itu.
Quell the Evo, they all
Karena yang
up to
draftnya
the
menang pasti lebih
movement abilities.
bagus mentalnya ya.
And
Mentalitas
you
musuhnya
can
banyak.
easily just chain stun him with your crowd control, Cho Phoveus.
Salah-salah langsung 3-0 bisa lah.
We've seen how
Chef streamer gak sih 3-2 gitu. Nah, ini beda nih Nathan Hilda. Nah, ini beda guys, ini beda guys. Nathan sama Hilda. Nathannya bagus nih buat lawan Phoveus. Hildanya bagus buat extra pressure. Bukannya retail ya.
Oh, okay. Let's break this. Let's unpack this.
Menarik sih
SRG,
buka
they're
retail.
picking up the Nathan.
Karena kayaknya retail
is
butuh
is a
itemnya
hero that
berarti.
indicates to me that they want
Berarti
this
kemungkinan Todaknya
on-
bakal agak
on
sedikit
Innocent's
pasif dikit nih
shoulder.
buat di awal-awal
He
nih.
is the one that's gonna carry this game.
Apalagi retail buat 1v1 lawan si Nathan. Kalau tergantung pilot sih. Kalau ini 50-50. Kalau meleset super positionnya menang Iritel. Kalau Iritel kena super position kalah dia. Oke, gak ada gerak. Siap. Hero-nya Yums habis semua nih abis ini.
And SRG just has to be comfortable playing 4v5.
Not just that, who is gonna lock down the Irithel? Chiku guy is going to take sprint 100%. He is going to get GDS at some point. He can run straight onto Nathan if he wants to, and there's no crowd control to keep him in place. And SRG only got 2 picks left, right? We still don't know where this hero is going to go. It's a flex option at this point of time.
Matilda is open. Let me just
Matilda
remind
is open, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised no one picked it up.
I mean, again, like Yums is such an aggressive roamer, but so far he has been punished. If we learn anything from game number 2, something
Si
like
Zayat bisa link gak nih atau Hayabusa? Kemungkinan hanya di ban nih. Di ban SRG, kemungkinan doang ya. Karena Haya lawan Hilda juga pingsan sebenarnya. Cuman mereka butuh Hayabusa buat lompat ke belakang. Belum ada hero lompat lagi nih. Agree, baik. SRG kalah. Lagi jelek par. Rusak mah rungkat mah SRG mah. Mau main Haya kah manis? Haya atau Link?
We haven't seen a Lilia for a long time actually.
Lilia might be okay.
And they want to have a lane
I mean, I feel like if Todak picks up their mid laner next, then that kind of indicates whether it's an okay Lilia game or not. Because the thing about
Lagi
Lilia is that you
rungkat-rungkatnya
lose
nih.
against range, and Todak is crazy enough, is loco enough. If you pick
Kalau
up
main
Lilia,
Xbox
I
pun
would
udah
pick up
jelek
Warsaw.
karena ada
Yeah,
Nathan.
I mean,
Jadi
you
susah
still have
dia.
Vexana, with
buat main
Aurora. Todak gets a
Mending
say
ban.
in what they want to take first, right? You are trading either or.
Wow, masih Xbox ya, masih
I
Xbox
love
ya.
this.
Amazing ban.
There's enough
Siapa lagi
dive
fighter-fighter
from
yang ada?
Todak that SRG needs to do it, so you don't want the
Alpha udah, ya mau gimana?
Now,
Alpha aja.
Todak they have a chance of picking up the alpha.
Oh yes.
Main Alpha aja udah, Alpha sama
and
Suyo.
Todak might even pick up the
Si siapa nih
Matilda at the
Klar?
end of it.
Yang draftnya
Oh wait, no,
siapa?
they can't. They already have the Cho and Phoveus, yeah.
Yang tadi
They have a chance for the
Link,
alpha.
Linknya kalah tadi game
But they
kedua.
can-
Tuh lihat tuh
they
yang
can
atas
delay
tuh.
because you're
Yang
just
atas
a
tuh Link
Suyo.
lawan Nolan.
If they don't
Menang
want to pick
Nolan.
up the alpha, there's still
Karena ada
Lancelot, there's
Chusinnya.
the Ling. Not so sure if this is the draft for it though.
Tapi kalau pakai Alpha susah buat lawan Nathan. Nah, dilema nih sekarang nih.
Ling, Hayabusa, and all the other kind of junglers.
Hayabusa.
I will still feel that. Okay, I hear Valentina.
Oke, Valen dulu.
Get away
The
from
jungle
Stormy.
coalesce. I like this. It's
Boleh,
taking no
Valen
break.
boleh.
Now Stormy doesn't have a high mobility mage unless he wants to go something crazy and Matilda mid or something.
And not just that, whatever hero he picks for the mid lane, most of it
Udah mulai
have good
tipis nih.
ultimates for Valentina to steal. You get a 2-for-1. It's a freebie for Zyme Senpai regardless of what Stormy goes for.
SRG may want to play a little bit more of the AoE crowd control kind of thing, looking at the fact that Phobias really wants to take control of areas, right? Mages.
Ya Hildanya diambil di awal ya.
Aurora, they just get eaten by the Cho.
But I feel that at least when it comes down to
Sana.
facts, you will be able to clear lanes fast enough.
All right, that's a Ruby. At least that's a Ruby.
Okay.
That you better
Ini
have some
SRG kuat
godlike
banget, coy.
positioning, right? It has to be precise.
Tinggal main late game aja pokoknya ada
Because
Nathan
Yellow
kan.
has been catching Stormy out in game
Main late
one.
game ada Nathan. Kalau Todaknya mereka belum ada hero buat lompat ke Nathan.
Vex is a good answer
Ya tinggal
to
lingkaya
the
busa mau siapa?
you will be able to get
Ben Alpha gitu main depan.
Horrify and follow up with the Eternal Guard.
Kalau pakai assassin
Valentina has it too.
ditabok sama Hilda.
Whatever you have, Valentina has it.
But personally, I will find that Vexana's lane presence as well as the lane priority takes precedence over the fact that Valentina can take the Eternal Guard.
Siapa nih?
I agree, but that's also what the Cho and Phovis are there for.
Hayat atau Ling,
They
Bang?
are the one that's going to stabilize that mid lane in the early
Hayat atau
game.
Ling?
But they're the ones looking for picks. You want to cover ground? I think that...
Sesuatu melompat ke belakang. Oke. Harley.
How's the Nathan gonna run away?
This is actually...
Karena mereka butuh hero buat lompat ke belakang, men.
Nathan has a choice.
Tangkap Nathannya.
Purify
Oke,
or
Harley
flicker.
ya.
If you don't take the flicker, you're gonna die to the Harley.
If you're going to take the Purify, Yellow is coming for you.
Sumpah gue pengen dia 3-0 tau. Kalau sampai Harley-nya bisa sih, terbaik.
It might be trees here.
Lompat ke belakang, gue tangkap si Nathan. Mereka butuh sesuatu. Ling Haya. Lanjut, pakainya Harley lebih ekstrim. Baik.
Kept secret.
That's the Todak way right there.
SRG, all or nothing.
Baiklah.
This is the draft that you guys got. This is what your only option is.
Terbaik,
to win.
cok draftnya. Suka
To
saya
make
nih
sure
draft
you
begini nih.
keep this best of 5 still alive. But Todak,
Iya, buat kalian-kalian yang nanya kenapa kok Harley, Bang? Mungkin dia itu gak power di link sama Hayabusa.
defending champions, Solano,
Mungkin.
Red Giants.
Gak semua bisa assassin kayak gitu kan. Ya better main mage gini dan ini juga yang kedua nih ya. Harley itu magic damage. Jadi ini mau gak mau juga maksa buat Nathannya. Nathan ini gak bakal bisa pakai Wind of Nature kalau ketemu dengan Harley. Ya, itu keunggulan kalau kalian pakai magic damager buat jadi jungler kalian. Plusnya di sana guys. Makanya gue suka pakai Amon. Kenapa? Karena marksman lawan gak mungkin pakai Wind of Nature lawan kita. Gak mungkin sama sekali, gak mungkin. Kalau dia pakai Wind of Nature ketawa doang mah.
So, Abshai, how does
Oke, lanjut
it
ya,
feel?
lanjut ya.
Looking
Mari kita
at
lihat,
World Games, man?
Dude, thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah.
This is a delight.
I heard housing prices.
Susahnya kalau kita jadi jungler physical, marksman musuh banyak kan Wind of Nature. Cuan dia kan, cuan. Kalau pakai Winter Crown masih cuan, cuman nggak bisa gerak. Ayo mau kemana? Ntar malam pakai Harley jungle. Guys, ini kalau Todak menang harus kita rayakan sih. Ngapain ya kita ya ngerayain ya?
But this bottom side is what I'm interested in, right? How much of a brick wall can Cram be, especially
Halo
in the side
gak tuh?
round?
Halo
There's a
Dr.
lot of
Slide.
magic damage that can burst him down.
Yeah, I just wait for level 4, and the thing is, we're gonna look at Stormy.
Dan intinya
especially
nih,
in the
Todak
70 or
kalau
even
snowball
the 50,
awal
and he doesn't have any other way
bisa langsung menang coy.
to run, and
Snowball
if
awal ya
he's
syaratnya ya. Level
too
4-nya
far
dari magicnya
back,
dapat. Itu enak.
far away from his team.
Kalau gak dapat susah. Trill apa tadi? Trill.
The deadly magic coming in from Zayed.
Honestly, when it comes down to looking at the Harley, we mostly only been looking at a rank.
Mereka harus cari-cari
Harley.
yang
So,
pas.
what is the really main
Lompat. Kayak gini-gini nih.
There
Alah.
Magic. And that's the ace of space in the hands of Todak.
Udah waktunya gak sih?
For Zayed.
Todak gak sih 3-0? Weh, ini cari orang. Guys, dia cari orang. Dia cari orang.
And it's not done just yet, right? So the guy's gonna be forced away. Not gonna have the help pool to work with Hughes back out with Soul Sever. And Cram once more put in a position.
Udah gak usah turtle, udah cari orang aja udah.
Eternal got stolen by Zyme Senpoi. SRG outnumbered, looks for Yan Lord, chops him in
Ngapain tuh di bawah
half.
tuh?
As Yum shows up, doesn't
Ya,
have the
salah nih,
undefended.
guys, salah
Eternal
nih.
is important. Eternal got dropped onto Momo, who is still acting as a brick wall.
Nice.
He's gonna flicker the safety for now. Eternal got still in the hands of Zyme Senpoi. He's gonna drop his own on a two.
sakit
Zayed
banget ya.
now engages along with Momo, who gets terrified. Turtle takes
Salah
away,
gak sih tadi?
fights the
Bawahnya
guy.
mati.
Momo has no flicker. He's gonna try and eat it up. Gets taken down, but
Yums.
Cram also falls as Todak finds a trade.
I would say this is a bit of a mistake
Kelas
coming
nih,
in from
kelas
Todak
nih.
because they already
Yeah.
have a very good position in getting those
Sah!
But Yan Lord just flicked the
Wait, what?
kill. What? Not done just yet.
Semua cow tiap region lagi jago-jago nih.
Okay, you know at this point Todak is just like
Catat guys ya,
put
catat ya,
pressure on
catat ya.
them. Don't let them breathe.
Cow tiap
Breathe
region lagi
back.
kuat-kuat.
Don't do it. I mean,
Cow
I'm
dari
sure you guys breathe.
M1 coy ada cow.
In-game dialogue. In-game dialogue. Dude, look at this. People have to stand up now. People can't even sit down.
Early kok di early, makanya harus maksimal early gamenya. Jangan sampai rungkat di early game. Tadi aja udah kalah kan tadi mereka. Kalah di mana bang? Kalah di turtle lah. Lu punya Harley, cari orang dulu, cari satu menang kuantitas bisa ambil turtle. Cari kill yang banyak nih kalau ada Harley nih. Rugi kalau nggak dapat. Dan tim Magic di early game skill yang paling powerful karena nggak ada Magic defense coy. Paling tough boots kan dipaksa orang pakai tough boots. Di Malay kurang 4 tim sini lagi main semua.
Most likely will give up his life as Zyme Senpoi shows up with the I'm offended of his own to pull Innocent in. And Todak sets themselves up for success topside.
Todak is anti.
Gila, Todak lagi panas banget gila.
He's gonna fall. You guys made a drop for Innocent? He's gonna be 0-1 and 0. Something about Todak. They're so systematic.
Early bukan physical defense semua. Maksud gue gini loh.
And if that's the guy,
lu harus build item defense kan. Magic defense-nya tergantung juga. Cuman lebih sakit magic damage di awal. Kalian lihat deh. Kenapa magic damage lebih sakit? Karena dia itu bisa nge-spam. Kenapa Valentina sakit di early game? Kenapa Vexana sakit di early game? Karena bisa nge-spam. Kalau physical itu rata-rata nggak bisa nge-spam. Kecuali marksman, dan marksman butuh eye. Waduh, salah lagi ya. Wah. Wow, sekisnya, gejar. No, rusak mainnya gila brawl. Siapa yang bilang region kita brawl? Ini apa yang gue lihat juga nih? 73 menit 5. Please.
Two guys was there. Zyme was there.
Wah, benar juga nih Fahri nih. Keren satu season. Tapi udah jadi orang kaya, coy.
Initiation was just on the front line, and then there's no damage against that front line. Todak, their flanks.
Ooh,
this world class.
This Harley, man. Oh my. This is not looking good. So much burst damage.
I mean, it's not looking good. Depends on which fan you are.
I mean, for the final side of Selangor Red Giants, right? I mean, losing at 2,400 goal at 5 minutes in, especially.
Siapa yang jadi fans Todak mulai hari ini, guys?
Goal factor using your objectives, the fact that you can take objectives.
Ini retail kalau udah jadi gini sakit juga ya.
The Ultra so quiet on SRG side. They do get ladder. Tigo guys just too fast and crammed. Left his own devices will not get assistance. He just cannot close the gap. Chico guys finds the trade. Finally, Chico guys goes down. But Yanlor once more. Good Terra 5 from Stormy. Zyme drops the Eternal Guard. Both teams call a truce.
Todak is making Selangor Giants look foolish. This is a full local lineup by Todak. They are the current Malaysian favorites, I guess, because people want to see them succeed, and so far this full Malaysian lineup is
SRG lagi kemakan, lagi ke bawah tempo nih.
The champions.
No Malaysian lineup, no full local lineup has ever made it to the international stage. Let me remind you that.
High road to success.
Bagus banget mappingnya dia ya. Bawahnya lihat dikasih tuh, udah kasih Zayat aja. Innocent jadi guys. Innocent jadi. Oke, Feather of Heaven ya. Catat ya guys ya, Feather of Heaven.
Selangor Red Giants, they gotta have to seize this opportunity, considering the fact that Sekai still have one level to catch up to Zayat in order to contest for this.
Belum. Cuma dicolek dikit ya. Rasa cepat puas gak sih? Rasa cepat puas, tapi belum tentu nih. Deadly Magic ke Kram? Serius ke Kram? Deadly Magicnya salah gak sih? Wah, oke lah. Tim fight-nya soalnya kepecah. SRG fight-nya bisa pecah semua.
The masters of team fight, the masters are flanking. How is this possible? Husky, Abstract, answer me. How does Todak keep going to the back line? How they
Ini definisi ya. Cuaca agak ini ya dibilang kalau ramalan cuaca tuh pagi-pagi ini akan kemarau, tidak ada hujan, tiba-tiba sorenya badai, gila. Masa sih kalah udah 4.000 gold advantage tuh buat Todak.
When a playground that you feel like SRG should be winning.
When I woke up, this
Kalah
is
early
not
game,
what I
guys.
thought my day would start.
No, absolutely not.
I'm expecting at least a 3-1 in favor for Selangor Giants, not
Halo SRG, jadi gak nih ketemu sama TLID RRQ? Waduh, masih upper bracket guys, sabar.
I think if you ask
Masih ada
anyone
lower
aside from
juga
the
sih.
Patriots, they would tell you the same thing. Even the
Ih,
Patriots
buset,
expected a
sakit
closer
banget tuh.
fight.
I think every single caster just shouldn't make any form of
Rizal
prediction
gak
at
boleh
the
gitu
time.
ya.
It should be part of the contract. Never give your opinions.
Never.
Who cares about caster opinion anyways?
Yeah.
Maybe
Aduh.
The player does.
maybe the Clippers do, but
Blind hook.
aside from that, no one does. It's so tough.
No entropy for innocent. No entropy for innocent. No entropy for innocent. Oh.
Dang, dude. Do you see the entourage
Tumben
that
SRG
SRG
ada.
had
Todak
to
lagi
bring?
bagus banget. Terus terang aja
He's
nih.
relegated. He's a supporter.
Jujur-jujuran aja guys, Todak
Travis
itu
and Wade, almost 10.
kayak udah nge-outplay Selangor dari bagian apapun juga sekarang.
Could horrify.
Kayaknya mereka benar-benar well preparation deh buat lawan SRG. Wah, itu dari belakang apaan tuh?
Oh, here he comes. Gets terrified.
Ya
Throw one.
ampun.
Are you kidding
Innocent.
me?
Wah.
Will be traded. And this is
Meskipun
just
yang ditendang yang beda ya, tapi mati juga yang di belakang.
Todak. And
Sekis.
they go on SRG. Survive for now. Zaim Tempo can't find a kill. But exposed. Zaim
Bener
Tempo
kan? Yang
finds it with
mid
a
lanernya
shadow strike.
yang barbarian.
Residue of his presence. And Todak finds an even trade.
Probably the first even trade we've found from the side of
Cowoknya lewat
Selangor
belakang
Giants, but
turret, cowok.
they still don't have the control of the map, but at the very least.
Ngeri banget itu tadi sampai sana tuh potong-potongannya.
It's got a slow little push going up on top. Well, they have the
Tapi
Lord,
tenang guys, belum
probably
bisa
the
melebihi
priority.
Widi
But
ya.
I'm pretty
Widi
sure
itu
Todak will
bisa
do this
ganti
as soon as possible.
sepatu loh tiba-tiba jadi kos kaki
You
doang.
want me to break your hearts?
I do not.
It's already broken, but do it.
Todak had a harder time against Envy.
Kalau kalah besoknya pada. Besok kita nonton lagi nih. Kemakan gak sih? Ini Ciku ngapain coba? Ciku udah gak sih? Mati lo lu. Mati lo.
This doesn't feel like the same
He's
Todak.
not gonna get it.
No!
He's not gonna get it.
Kacau guys SRG guys, kacau.
Has just found
Udah gak sih?
a streak.
Kacau lagi kacau.
Is Graham tilted?
This isn't the same SRG anymore.
Draft
There
Todak
is a
bagus,
very
cuman
good
mekaniknya.
game.
Dude, at this point, is it because Todak is good or Selangor Giants just fumbling?
I think it kind of goes both ways.
Wah, kacau. Siapa yang fansnya SRG? Ditunggu sampai detik 4. Gak ini ya. Ditunggu sampai detik. Ditunggu sampai detik 40 baru di hit. Nah, jadi kenapa? Lihat wave yang sekarang, Lordnya belum ada, mereka bisa setup. Nanti di detik yang ke-10 baru mereka maju dengan Lordnya. Jadi lebih enak gitu loh buat setupnya ya. Jadi buat teman-teman semuanya nih ya, yang pemain-pemain rank dimohon dengan amat ramah sangat kalau memang Lordnya udah dekat dengan detik ke-10 atau detik yang ke-40, biarin aja dulu. Sampai detikannya di sana baru kalian kill. Nih, detik 10 baru dia keluar. Keluarnya lewat mana bang? Lewat yang mana? Atas. Nah, lewat yang atas. Oke, paham ya? Yang buat main rank nih, please. Dengan amat ramah sangat, kalau kalian mau lebih advantage lagi, mau 3 lane push yang lebih enak, kalian tahan aja kalau memang kalian bisa tahan. Kalau nggak bisa tahan ya udah, kalau lagi udah retry mau gimana gitu. Kalau bisa tahan ya tahan.
400 kilometers traveling from their home down to Johor to support Selangor Giants.
Udah play Widi makro mikro udah oke. Udah oke banget, orang gua ngobrol di backstage dia bilang waktu mereka turun ke lower bracket dia cuma bilang kayak waduh gua nggak punya duit buat jual beli lagi nih, udah habis gitu. Bilang the best sih lo. Pikirannya udah jual beli, udah ilmu ekonomi gitu udah bagus banget.
It was a pretty good split from the side of Todak.
Wih,
bener
gak tuh tendangnya dia? Tergantung Ciku gak sih sekarang? Waduh, dia acak-acak anjir. Teracak-acak coy. Stormy. Wah, mati sih guys. Mati guys. Mati juga saya. Wah, kacau ya. Mulai kacau nih Todak nih. Todak mulai kacau.
SRG is keeping alive. They lose an inhibitor, but
Kacau.
there's chance.
Kalian
I
lihat
feel
tuh,
like Selangor
si
Giants
Zaim mati sekali sih. Zayed tadi pecah celengan juga. Goldnya, lihat goldnya ya. Buat kalian yang killnya banyak juga nih, terus asal-asal lompat kasih celengan ke musuh. Lihat goldnya Todak sekarang. Sudah mulai dikejar sama SRG ya. Lihat baik-baik. Jadi sebisa mungkin kalau kalian lagi unggul, stop melempar coy, sabar aja ya, sabar aja. Siapa yang ketendang? Ih gila itu Ciku. Ciku sudah bagus banget masuk lihat belakang.
So good disengage from SRG. Now they gotta think about prepping for the Lord.
Tapi si Z-nya udah jadi banget ya. Saya Innocent udah jadi juga. Ciku masih level 13 guys. SRG dibilang belum kalah. Belum kalah dia. Yuk save streamer yuk, bisa yuk 3-2 yuk. Kalau Innocent nggak di gap, nggak tumbang. SRG comeback. SRG comeback, pasti comeback. Di atasnya ditempel tuh ya.
Bottom side, he's gonna show up. Can't get the Lord. Good secure from SRG. Now it's time to run away. So guys, disengage.
This is actually looking good for Slangory Giants. They have a chance now. They get the
Lihat goldnya Todak sekarang. Lihat goldnya Todak.
Very painful. He's decked out. He's decked out.
This is the moment where Innocent becomes the main character if he already isn't.
Cram and Yums throw your body for that.
Wah, padahal gue suka nih udah ada Harley-nya anjir.
The main thing is just to keep an innocent on
Satu momen ini ya, satu momen barbar ya, yang tidak diperlukan tadi. Enaknya cowok apa? Enaknya cowok itu satu single target, yang kedua dia imun, bisa buka boost kayak lagi aman. Sama yang ketiga yang paling gampang tuh ya, itu Tigreal di ban terus men. Kemungkinan besar kalian nggak bakal dapat Tigreal. Jadi cowoknya ya, at least dia bisa di semua medan lah kalau cowok. Single target ya. Better daripada Kaja juga soalnya bisa imun kan. Jet kondonya dia imun gitu. Anti-CC. Ya range agak pendekan dikit. Iya. Di comeback kah ini? Lah. Lah. Siapa yang tendang? Ruby yang tendang. Sakit banget itu. Ya apaan tuh? Itu kenapa kram? Nih bisa knock up gini. Tep. Dikejar. Selesai kah? Selesai kah belum kah?
Slangory Giants, they're breathing, but
belum selesai.
They need help, man. Stormy has
belum selesai. Rusak sih. Bagus, tapi ini chaotic team fight nih. Nih ya, wakil Indo tolong dicatat ya, game-game seperti ini nih yang harus kalian waspadain nih. Sama-sama suka ini kan, team fight begini.
They're trying to breathe, they're trying to survive in this tough competition. With this being match point, they gotta have to show something out right here, right now. Otherwise, they're going all the way down to the lower brackets.
It's insane to me that
yang di bawah siapa lawan siapa? Red lawan Famos ya. Udah mager Red lawan Famos ya.
I would say it's less his fault, it's more like Todak just playing 5D chess, like whenever Innocent
5D chess.
Whenever Innocent
masih bisa nih. Todak bisa lagi tiba-tiba nih. Kok bisa bang? Todak tiba-tiba bisa. Ya kalian lihat sendiri SRG tadi maju-maju gitu juga. SRG luar biasa sih. Gara-gara celengan pecah nih ya. Goldnya Todak yang tadinya unggul 4.000, 5.000 tuh dikejar. Udahlah, jangan saling mengatain Brawl, Cok. Kita serempun. 23.15. Nonton Regen PH guys. Ini angka 23.15 kayak angka-angka goib gitu loh. Kalau di cash kayak seru banget nih. Non-stop action ya.
Going up against a team like Slangory Giants, every single role needs to be above their standard.
Ingat sekali lagi ya, selama Innocent masih hidup. Iya. Siapa yang tendang?
Goes for the kick. That is going to be Sakai caught out. Jigu guys runs to the back, couldn't find the takedown.
Nah, itu maksud saya. Oh no, masih imun. Innocent gak mati, Cok. Ya. Pukul.
Innocent will enter back up in a bit, but again, reading room
Innocent-nya nggak mati.
for SRG.
Excuse me.
Kalau
does Todak
Innocent-nya
have a
mati
Luigi?
tadi.
Why all of a sudden Chico guys and Zion Senpai
Game
is
over,
back
guys.
there? How?
Massive mobility,
Man,
guys.
sprint,
Dude, like,
flicker.
if there's a Louis, I'll be like, okay, I'll get it, yo, yeah.
Run it out.
Ya,
Can you get the Lord in time? Blood Wings with Zion.
Dapet
Win talk
gak
up with
sih?
Chico guys. Lord down a half.
dapat gak sih itu?
Krem and UC
Yakin,
is, can they keep
yakin,
Todak away?
yakin,
That's the entropy committed. Zion shows
yakin.
up. Momo dead.
Momo,
Momo is not gonna go down.
udah gak sih?
No steal angle.
Udah gak sih?
And Krem throws his body for that opportunity.
What?
That is payback right there.
Baik,
Chico guys
siap.
fall.
Ciku nggak main Ciku.
Sometimes chose the right time to be back
Ciku lagi
on board.
lagi nyamar dari Ciku.
Krem's face, just a hint of it.
Innocent kenapa lagi? Ini apa lagi sekarang? Respect.
What was that?
Respect bro. Apa yang gua lihat?
I need some kind of
Apa?
instant replay. Someone
Respect.
help me.
Wah, apa nih?
What was going through Innocent's head?
They needed to back up the
Gila ini seru banget, Jo. Gue yang nontonnya sampai ingusan gue saking serunya.
Like had I'm offended or something?
What?
No.
Dia
I'm offended by that play. Ozime sees this though.
You asked him for what? A big play?
I
A
mean,
turnaround play? He wanted to give it to you.
Yeah, but not to Todak.
not like that. Look at Zyme. This angle is
coba ya,
so
coba ya kita lihat lagi, kita lihat lagi guys, kita lihat
Great
guys.
for Selangor Giants.
There you
Dan
go.
Lord sih.
That's the stolen. I'm offended. Stormy, he's gonna be caught
Stormy
out.
kalau mati, iya.
This is not possible. Zyme sees all.
Itu evolve Lord guys.
Todak.
Lordnya sendirian.
God.
Udah di clear.
That was Selangor's Giants' path to victory.
They're a Luyi team without a Luyi. How like this map is so. This is Todak's map. Like if you want to talk about experience, Zion Senpai knew the route
ISF
that
2
Selangor
minggu lagi
Giants
ya.
was going to take.
ISF.
He waited on it, and Stormy paid the price for it. Again, Stormy was his ex-teammate.
Can you imagine
Tambah
that?
yang living.
This all happened because Innocent was absent, and right now, this could be a road to all in here. Dan Lord tries to find a flicker kick, can't find it.
Ini kenapa lagi
Pull
masuk
back,
sendirian?
Dan Lord punished. Good hold from SRG. Chico guys wants the top inhibitor and Cram. He's gonna try and defend it. Innocent shows up. Chico guys, Rose Gold media pop. Both struck to stay alive. Cram continues to chase Chico guys. Wants to run away. Zai in the bush though. Cram will continue the run. Here comes the execution on the Chico guys and Zai. He's gonna lose his life also. Goes right back. There's the portal. Now you see him and you still do. He's trying to run away, but Cram and Innocent will find him. Zion Senpai takes out
Apa
Stormy,
nih?
but SRG have found a clear path topside.
Dude, look top, look top.
There's a chance.
SRG, they're gonna try to end this.
Udah selesai gak
Not
sih?
done just yet. You finally hear the invigorated roar of the Ultras.
Gak bisa lah, itu nahan sendiri mana bisa.
But Edu City will feel what it's like to face off against the champion. They're still in this, guys.
Apa ini?
Still in this.
Gila.
SRG.
We have a series. We have a series. It's not a trio.
Save streamer.
Right now, Selangor Giants. They needed just
Sumpah sih banyak gerakan-gerakan tambahan, Cok.
just a chance. They took that chance.
Demi apapun juga itu
And they
gerakan
got the
tambahannya
first
banyak banget
win
tadi.
in this series.
If you have one shot, one opportunity to seize
Buset,
every
berapa
game
banyak
undefeated.
gerakan tambahan yang terjadi?
Capture it, or let it slip, SRG.
Is an absolute menace coming in from SRG. That one game
Itulah
in
Ciku.
order to
Lo, kok jadi
reinvigorate
Ciku,
the
coba.
entirety of SRG.
I'm just
Gak jadi
glad
3-0 guys ya, gak jadi.
it's
Tenang,
not
tenang,
sweet.
tahan. Buat kalian fans Todak, sabar dulu nih. Coba kita buat poll nih ya buat
Grand final vibes.
Honestly,
4.
as much as I kind of want to see a complete turnaround from
Coba Todak.
to hear SRG's first roar.
Yeah.
It's
Oh sayang banget Todak itu selangkah lebih
Guys can hear it,
dekat
but
nih ya
now
buat
it's
bisa menang ya tadi
SRG.
nih. Apakah dengan fast one?
SRG.
Yalah.
For the longest
Gak valid,
time,
gak
we
valid,
haven't
gak valid.
heard it.
Oh my goodness.
That reinvigorate.
That was the first
Apakah ini
goal.
counter PH yang super rapi ya
Selangor
sih?
Giants,
Hands up
they
bro,
gotta
hands
take it
up
in.
bro.
They gotta take it in, man. Like, use this momentum. Todak, again, they just need one more win. But if Selangor Giants wins the next one, match point for both teams.
Agak berat langsung.
Cinema.
There's always the saying that as long as SRG takes
Si Mirko lagi live gak Mirko?
or
Coba
the
gue
first
cek lagi.
game, the rest is theirs.
Oh Mirko itu
This was
apa
the first
Mirko?
one, right? I mean,
Wait, PCU
I
milestone?
look at PCU milestone. This is how far are we? Oh,
None.
That's a teaser. That's a teaser.
God dang it.
Yeah,
The first
sure.
SRG win, poof, 1 million.
Production.
Wow. Wow.
Gentlemen, gentlemen.
Berat.
No prediction.
We're still safe.
No prediction. No prediction.
We're still safe.
No. No. Say it. No prediction.
No.
No predictions. For you, no.
No prediction.
No prediction.
Jujur-jujuran masih itu gerakan tambahan semua. Dari mid gamenya baru kelihatan. Di awal-awalnya enggak sebenarnya.
Yeah, just put it out
Di
there.
mid gamenya satu buat blunder, dibalas dengan blunder, dibalas dengan blunder, dibalas dengan blunder sampai
It's
selesai
MPL
gamenya.
actually as reference.
Berarti intinya di game tadi, mungkin satu ilmu yang bisa kita petik adalah
And the MVP is gonna
jangan
be
membuat banyak kesalahan kalau kalian pengen menang.
Needed this morale
gitu aja.
boost. Like you see the burst coming up from
Itu
the
aja
CEO.
lah kita
People
mah.
say
Kita mah
Suyo's
jujur-jujuran
game is
aja ya.
Back to differ.
That damage though.
Yeah, he found.
That damage though.
You said it. You said it yourself, Lafel. He made the right choice. That is the moment.
Let's analis
you need
Indo
to surprise
nangis
the
udah
most.
gameplay. Ini
Sometimes
gameplay
you need to
chaos.
get the
Apa yang mau
right
dibedah dari sini?
assassinations.
Ya jangan
And
buat
goodness,
mistakes yang
finally,
banyak,
you see
panis
some breath
mistakes
of
yang
life from
musuh.
SRG. This is the SRG that you've been craving so much today.
It took 2 games and a
Kayak
half.
kamu sih itu sebenarnya lompat sendirian mati terus nyari temannya di mana.
We still got it, right? We still got it.
Now I want more.
Yeah, I want more.
Okay, I'm gonna be playing on the other side, right? Todak, I
Semangat
want
dah.
to see them succeed. I want to see them kind of
Semangat dah, Harley, ya.
out of the trenches and actually be able to take SRG down in a 3-0 fashion. I'll be honest.
If SRG wins again, I want this to be a best of 7.
Yeah. I want it. You know what? Let's make everything best of 7.
Yeah.
ROG ya?
Because why not? And Todak has been leading the game. The first, like,
Sampai di sini kan, kalau nggak salah sampai di sini deh. Leadingnya sampai di sini. Lihat golnya yang 4.600 kan.
This is the closest it's ever come
Ya.
to, and the fact that it
Kebalik.
ended in this fashion, but SRG pulled it together at the very end is amazing.
Let me just say, one of the win conditions for Selangor Giants was to understand the angles that Yan Lord has. Once they figured that out, once Yan Lord couldn't just flicker,
Loh, ini loh, masuk sendiri
with
juga
Dragon,
ngapain coba.
They start winning fights. Right? Like,
Kali ini
you
udah
guys
nggak
agree,
tertolong
the
nggak
moment-
sih?
the moment they're able
Harley
to-
kalau
to
udah
get
nggak
that
punya
clicker
topi itu
from
udah
Yan
susah
Lord,
banget tadi.
They start winning fights.
I think the foresight is important, especially for Innocent knowing that, okay, I'm the target now. I'm definitely gonna use whatever I can to just get away in advance.
Let me just say,
Sehari ketemu yang rapi-rapi diacak-acak. Bener dong, kayak gitulah pastilah. Sumpah ini mainnya brutal ya. Definisi brutal yang sesungguhnya.
And get a fair fight for the MVP spot, but no, he did that.
Innocent, don't do that.
That could have been a game-losing move, right?
Brutal banget tuh mainnya.
Our first 20-minute games, by the way. This 20-minute game, again, 12 minutes and 10 minutes in the first
Tapi 20 menit
series.
yang
The
nggak
first two
kerasa
games of
kan.
the series.
Tim fight
Yeah, the
terus.
first two games combined,
22,
just the
28
game duration
cok.
of this one.
Total killnya
Honestly, you
50.
kinda hit the nail on the head, right? You were
Guys,
asking
total
for
killnya
two, you were
50.
asking
Kalau
for
kita
the
bagi
fact that
dengan
SRG
20 menit
hold
deh.
out in the early, mid,
50
and
bagi 2
late
berarti.
game.
1 menit ada
18
2,5
minutes
kill.
in, or, yeah, 18 minutes in, that was when we start to see the shift
1 menit
of
2,5
power
kill.
going over to the side of
20 menit
SRG.
sampai dengan
Say the main
50 tuh
character
killnya
is
tuh.
not Sekais, right? It's Innocent.
It's Innocent.
They play to it. Sekais was
Bentar,
like,
gue cek
I'm
Indonesia.
not
Sabar.
I still want to be able to have an impact, and truth be
I
told,
get it.
let's be very honest, Sekais had made his mark.
I get it. The moment we see Sakai is the main character, he gets
Detail.
punished. The moment we say Innocent is the main character,
He punishes himself.
he punishes
19-13.
No one's the main character.
So maybe you know,
21-11.
everyone
Oh, sorry
is
nih.
a side character.
Kita lebih brutal coy
Just focus
sebenarnya.
on the game, right? I know
Di game
players
ketiga
in
Grand
the
Final,
teams, they're all bad.
29-15.
Terrible.
Horrible at the game.
Horrible.
15-40.
I'm the guest here. They're all great.
Buset, lebih brutal kita guys, terus terang.
Yeah, that's the correct
Region kita lebih brutal, kenapa? Satu, kill point-nya lebih banyak. Yang kedua, game time-nya di bawah 15
Shot in
menit.
the dark.
Greater than ever.
It was the shot in the dark.
Kalau mereka gak bisa main cepat, pasti kalah dengan Indo. Coy. Kita nomor 1, coy.
I'm just ecstatic
Bisa Indonesia
looking
nih.
at all the
Coba
fans
dikalahkan
here,
dulu.
like,
Di bawah menit 15.
Atmosphere at this point.
Buat rekor kalian semua, kita mainnya di bawah menit 15 di Grand Final. Banyakan ya, ada satu, kalau nggak salah ada 1-2 game yang di atas menit 15, sisanya di bawah menit 15.
I have so much sweat. It's not even the grand finals, right? This
Permainan SRG dan Todak di luar prediksi NASA. Kemarin aja ya, Todak menang dari MV aja. Itu udah di luar prediksi BMKG coy.
Nah, if they're in a real flow state, they're gonna have to win game number 2.
Look,
They gotta bring us to game 5, guys.
It has to
Gentlemen,
go all
man,
the way.
we have to go 5 games, gentlemen, man.
I don't care anymore. This game, this series, Grand Finals worthy. The fact that this is not Grand Finals, I don't know what exactly I should expect for the Grand Finals.
and also this is the first best of 5 these two teams has ever faced off in, right? Imagine if we still follow the format when they went down, Todak would have won.
SRG faced against Todak, but it's not this team, right?
Well, no, not this team, not at all. And even then, that one went 2-1. But that was also when SRG didn't have Cram and Innocent.
Semua juga yakin. Dan gue juga yakin banget. Intinya ya, yang sekarang ini lagi kuat banget lah buat dua tim yang mewakili.
Oh yeah, like, I think it's kind of a hint to what's to come.
Jungler ado retri pakai HP kentang, tergantung gini loh HP kentangnya itu apa dulu, ya kan? Dan kalau kita bicara soal online, kalian nggak bisa tahu handphonenya atau mobile device-nya musuh seperti apa. Tapi kalau bicara antara misalnya nih, HP kalian keluaran tahun 2017 lawan HP keluaran tahun 2024 misalnya nih ya, gue bisa bilang ya kalian biasanya kalah retri. Kenapa? Karena faktor penunjang juga salah satunya itu adalah device. Kalau patah-patah, mau nge-retri aja sulit gitu kan. Halo Rio. Intinya ya kita harus ngalahin. Ya oke lah, PH emang oke sih. Cuman hati-hati aja. Tim lain juga lagi mulai ngejar. Gue bisa bilang juga ya, itu tim NABTK juga jago. Jadi hati-hati aja ya. Dan itu pemain lama yang ada di sana. Mau Majen main tiap hari live stream juga dia. Semoga amin Ramadhani amin. Tim PH terdiam dan merinding melihat permainan Malaysia.
Okay, let's just ignore that.
Aside from that,
I don't remember anything. Like nothing happened, right? It was a flawless play coming from both teams.
Yeah, it's both teams wanting to make a
Ketika
play,
dari zaman
take
kapan udah
initiative,
itu makanya
and
hati-hati.
response.
Ingat ya, tim-tim yang bisa melakukan comeback adalah tim yang kita bisa bilang mereka udah teruji secara mentalitas.
The first one will
Oh dia nggak jual beli ya ternyata, gue kira jual beli.
Yeah,
I ate a lot of ants.
Yeah, I don't know what correlation as Malaysians have, but it's like
what?
Eating ants make you forgetful.
What?
Oh, you don't know that, Husky?
No, I don't.
Okay, maybe it's a Malay thing.
Maybe.
No, because
But is that kind of like a play on words or something?
no,
What's brain in Malay?
otak.
Otak.
What's forget in Malay?
Lupa.
Nope, absolutely not.
Yeah, it's not. Okay, Husky.
No, I really don't.
I don't know how to explain this, but it's just maybe it's a Malay thing, but it's
I
like
think so too.
maybe you ate a lot of ants. That's why you're so
Let's
forgetful.
go.
I don't know how that started. Maybe it's just our ancestor making a joke, but now people are taking it seriously.
I always thought the easiest way to say it is that you get dropped on your head during birth.
Yeah, but that's a global thing.
That's true.
We need something a little bit more on the local side.
Let's talk about Chiku guys now, right? He's
Ayo
on
Chiku,
screen.
semangat Chiku.
This guy has been here since season 4. He debuted.
Bro meremehkan
Chiku
Todak.
debuted the same season I debuted.
And how long ago was that again?
Season 4. It's been 10 seasons. Chiku guys has been here for 10 long seasons.
Yeah.
And the only guy that's longer than him is Zorn, where he's here for 14 seasons.
14? All the way from the start?
All the way from the start, different teams.
Ini di awal-awal ya pas
Yeah,
menang ya.
Always amazing.
And I remember I
Jadi
had
jangan
thoughts
heran
on
bang
them
tadi
even
kok retail terus tiba-tiba jadi
Caspi
Matrix.
and the rest of Todak games during M1 where they finally made it to top 3. They beat Burmese Goose. They made it to top 3.
Oh, what an old day.
One of the most ecstatic moments ever. And that was Asia Arena as well, right? We talk about the running back. We talk about the return to where it all began. Yeah, they're so close to it.
In M1,
Jungler di tim kedua. Ya kamu belain dong Ari Tulang. Harus ada pembelaan atas semuanya. Itu yang nomor 1 kan.
He was everything.
He was everything. He was Chiku guys. And look
Dan
at this play.
namanya
These
as
are
a
the kind
team
of
nih
plays
misalnya nih
you
kalian
see
as
on
a
the
team
M stage. Chiku guys
ada yang
on
device-nya
M3
gak bagus,
got
better
get
kalian bilang di
by
awal sih
3
kayak ini
people.
device gua
He
mungkin
got
gak
double
memungkinkan
kill
nih
on
untuk
one
adu
round.
retribution gitu.
That's
Gimana ya
Chiku
gitu.
guys.
Nah itu kalian
He
rembukan
gets
tuh.
ganked, he gets a
Entah
double
kalian
kill.
ganti device
How
atau
does
kalian
that
ada
make
strategi
sense?
di mana kalian jangan
Guys
langsung adu
from
retri.
absolutely
Tapi kalian boleh coba
nowhere.
buat
That's Chiku guys.
team fight dulu,
That's Chiku
setup
guys.
dulu,
Guys.
biar lebih aman kan. Jadi win rate buat
That's why you gotta be
naikin retributionnya lebih besar
right? Like,
dibandingkan
so many
dengan
big name.
menyalahkan retribution gitu loh. Gitu. Chiku dari awal udah kelihatan wah ini Chiku emang lagi bagus banget sekarang. Gitu. Jadi semua bisa dibicarakan. Ingat loh, kalian mainnya tuh as a team. Kalau saling ngeblame, ya ngapain gitu kan? Ngapain? Kalian bisa gini nih. Kalian tahu teman kalian lagi.
10.000 dari Wiwi. Pesan, game 3 tadi udah bisa disebut brawl server juga gak om?
Ya lebih panjang dikit tapi ya oke lah. Belum. Sebenarnya belum sih. Cuman banyak gerakan tambahan aja tadi. Lebih serem kita, men. Nggak apa-apa, nggak apa-apa. Bangga gak sih kita jadi brawl server gitu? Lanjut. Intinya gini loh. Kalau kalian satu tim, misalnya jungler kalian defense-nya yang biasa-biasa aja nih misalnya ya kan, defense-nya yang biasa. Terus dia kalah retri atau gimana, terus disalahin, wah ini lu kalah retri bla 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 bla. Pembelaannya ada beberapa kan. Satu memang miss positioning, miss strat, miss setup apa. Menurut aku device itu adalah yang terakhir yang bisa kalian salahin, coy. Ya. Tapi balik lagi, kalian harus ngomong nih kalau emang kendalanya memang patah-patah banget waktu kalian lagi adu retri, kalian harus bilang sama teammates kalian. Sorry, device gue gak memungkinkan gimana gitu. Karena kalau sampai di blame lagi ya udah waktunya ganti tim lah. Cari yang lebih satu visi misi aja yang misalnya nih device-nya sama-sama gitu. Seperti begitu. Ya. Dukun gak tuh? Dukun tim mana gak tuh? Sebenarnya tadi awal-awal gue SRG sih. Cuman ngelihat gameplaynya Todak, ya mohon maaf nih. Kita udah jadi tim Todak dari game 1 langsung. Bela aja gitu. Ya kasih tau aja. Ya namanya tim kan. Ya udah patungan kayak beli device yang lebih bagus. Tuker misalnya gitu.
We have a chance to break last season's record on the
Mau nyalain karena device tuh aku juga ngerasa lebih enak device ketimbangnya. Memang Rio, makanya gue gak bisa salahin juga. Ya jelas kalian perlu rembukan. Kalau soal device kalian perlu rembukan. Kalian perlu ngobrolin satu sama lain dari heart to heart gitu.
Grand finals and we almost hit 500k.
We need that 5 games now.
Dude, the Pachu, man. The Pachu is
Top 3 tujuan bangnya gimana lagi. Mantap Aris, mantap.
Gentleman, man. Gentleman, man.
I'm sorry. It's
Calm your horse.
I mean, you know what? Yeah, this is amazing.
Okay.
I'm with kids, apparently.
I know where your kids
Folks
are.
at home, Pachu.
Okay, never mind.
Every one of us, Pachu away, Pachu. Dude, Machu Picchu. That's a place.
Yeah, Mikasa Sukasa.
Yukasa.
Ohio.
Gozaimasu.
Toyota, Mitsubishi, Honda.
Isn't that like the fake Ju-on clip?
Oh yeah. You got it. You get what I mean.
Every Tagalog word I can think of is
I can't
things
say that.
I can't say it.
Okay. I want some pasalubong.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna type in the group what I want to say.
Winsiter tapi yang attack speed damagers ngeri banget ya. Gue pernah tuh di ambush dari rumput, dia lompat sekali langsung meninggal. Teruskan ya. Teruskan udah bagus.
Yeah, I can't say that. We have.
No, I catch no ball.
We could ask. We could ask.
Bro,
I know who we can ask. We can ask Rose.
We can ask Rose.
No. I know.
Udah jam 5, gile. Cepet banget jamnya.
10.000 dari kata Wolf. Pesan, draft SRG game 2 sama kayak TLID, apa itu artinya? Arkadia juga coach yang gak paham meta Om PH juga tuh.
Draft SRG game yang kedua. Bentar. Draft SRG game kedua sama kayak TLID. Apakah artinya coachnya nggak paham PH? Emang sama kayak TLID? Draftnya dia. Bentar gue cek dulu nih. Sabar. Game kedua yang mana nih? Oh beda dong. Sorry nih ya. SRG beda. Karena mereka ambil Link, Chow, Angela, Hilda. Tapi di last piece-nya mereka ambilnya Beatrix. Beda dong. Beda ya. Jadi gak sama ya. Draftnya mereka tuh jauh lebih pengen main safe. Tapi ternyata gak safe sama sekali buat mereka. Gitu. Beda. Kalau TLID gak kayak gitu guys. Dia ambilnya Ruby Gold. Cuman Ruby Goldnya suka di-ban sama musuh. Jadi ya akhirnya build-nya ke yang lain. Beda ya. Terima kasih Kak Igal. Wah thank you banget ya. Buat yang sudah mampir. Udah tinggalin like. God bless you guys ya. God bless you.
Okay,
hey yo Merko.
You check it out.
Merko.
Siapa nih? Todak game keempat. Banyak nih yang ngepol nih ya. Game keempat siapa yang menang? Todak 63%, SRG 37%. Masih akan lompat ke atas. Sabar.
Definitely not in the ISF.
Definitely not the ISF.
That's definitely for sure.
It might come back though.
It might. So
nih tanggal 12 sampai tanggal 19 kita punya IESF teman-teman semuanya. Tontonan kalian gak bakal habis. Tanggal 4 kita mulai ISL sampai tanggal 10 ya. Tanggal 11 sampai tanggal 19 kita punya IESF. Habis IESF kita punya apa? Wild card and M6. Habis wildcard apa minggu depannya lagi? Benar, sampai tanggal 15 Desember kita punya M6 yang start di Malaysia. Gas ya. Tonton ya semuanya ya.
Where you at? Dude, you're watching right now. Selangor Giants, they're down. Like, do you think Selangor Giants can actually do this?
Do you want me to predict or do you want me to just say something?
I want say whatever you can say that will make Selangor Giants win this one.
Okay. This is for Simon and the boys. SRG garbage. They're never gonna win. They're not gonna win M6, and they're not gonna represent Malaysia and Malaysia.
I think that's enough. I think that's enough. Thank you very much, Mirko.
Right? That's good, right? Okay.
Yeah. You know what? Your services has been great. The draft has started. Shout outs to Mirko and his stream.
Hah, Chip?
I'll
Bentar,
see you,
Chip
man.
bilang di banner sih.
Shout outs Bafal. You're Parati.
Gak ada Fanny.
Okay, what do you think? No, don't worry. I'm not gonna repeat what he said. I'm not gonna
Yang
repeat
lucu
what he
pakai
said.
Mia. Hey, Anda benar. Coba kita lihat nih. 3-2 save streamer yuk.
Thank you, Daniel. Draft.
Okay, let's look at this, okay? Both teams, they gotta go for a complete reset, right? SRG is happy with what they have gotten for game 1 and game 2. For that previous game, right? Game number 3, they're happy. One in the meantime for Todak, they're happy with first and second game.
Nelpon
They
Mirko
gotta go
dia.
for a quick little reset if they really want to go for that.
Bentar. Gue ada di sini guys. Kalian tuh bilang
Start
dong.
things off with
Saya tidak
understandably
menutup.
Suyo,
Agak tinggi.
chip ban from the side of SRG. Todak, we're looking at Fanny, Yi, and Nathan ban.
I like this. So, if memory serves me right, throughout the entire playoffs, Todak has lost against every single game where there's a Nathan on the enemy team. So I think banning out this Nathan does take away a bit of that incentive for SRG to make Innocent the main character again, since they did.
Hanadi udah bakal keluar nih. Mohon maaf, udah di nerf, hancur. Makasih Munton.
Now SRG has a choice to make, right? Loi or Jushin? I personally think please ban out the Jushin.
Cusin Ben, kalau Cusin nggak di ban diambil lagi sama Todak.
But not to Jushin.
Kasih Cusin, ambil first pick
Let him
Cusin.
both go.
Let it both go.
Cusin nggak sini Todak?
But what is the priority? Jushin
is gonna get picked. I feel like Jushin will
Soalnya if-nya di ban, if kan salah satu counter partnya buat Cusin. Cusinnya pasti diambil free.
I think that makes absolute sense there.
Please draft aneh lagi. Gue pengen Mia. Mia di ranknya kita banyak, tolonglah. Kalau memang server kita mirip, Brawl Mia keluarkan. Kenapa Chip jadi hero yang mahal di turnamen MPL? Hayo teman-teman semuanya ya. Gitu loh. Jadi kenapa Chip itu mahal ya, apalagi buat di kompetitif ya, bukan buat di rank main solo duo trio. Karena dia itu adalah pemecah team fight yang paling bagus. Di early gamenya, stunnya dia nambahin shield, terus juga cooldownnya cepet banget. Dan stunnya itu area, kalau ada kena semua pasti kena overloadnya dia ya. Terus wise walknya dia buat dia bisa ada di mana-mana. Jadi memang dinaikin sih buat cooldownnya, tapi tetap merepotkan apalagi buat setup di turtle, karena keluarnya pasti di belakang turtle atau di belakang lord. Yang ketiga nih ya, shortcutnya udah di buff. Jadi bukan cuman slow, tapi ada efek immobilize. Jadi immobilize-nya dia ikat orang, terus kalian dikeroyok tuh satu circle tuh. Jadi susah buat lawan Chip. Makanya kita selalu melihat Chip ini di ban. Bagus di early sampai dengan late game apalagi ya. Late game lebih seremnya Chip itu. Karena bawa pasukan rame-rame. Kalian diikat, digebukin rame-rame. Gimana mau selamat? Wow, ada link serius. Bentar guys, saya melihat ada link.
The game has just changed.
No, it's still MLBB.
Tapi kalau lagi main solo duo trio biasanya chip itu nggak terlalu kepake. Kadang kalau kalian buka shortcut, ya buka yang datang musuh, bukan teman. Butuh komunikasi buat pakai chip. Dia itu hero team play banget.
If they don't pick up the Louis here, Louis get banned, you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
right. You guys agree, right?
Yeah.
It might be.
The crazier thing that you can do is pick up something like a Valentina. That's the other crazy thing. I don't know if I'm
Faramis juga oke.
I'm not.
Because here's the thing. Imagine 2 weeks SRG doesn't practice the Louis. There's a chance. But pick up the Louis though.
Atau Aurora, nggak bisa sih Aurora.
That doesn't sound like a Louis.
No, that sounds like a.
I don't like it.
Yay, ESL Indonesia. Ya harus dong. Gimana sih Anda? Kita kasih jadi moderator dulu, standar aja.
If Innocent needs farm as well,
gitu dong. Wah, guys, itu ada ESL Indonesia tuh. Tolong request yang bagus-bagus matchnya ya.
So no, I don't think Todak will let it through. with the Hilda, Ling, and Jushin. Oh boy, this is about.
Link lawan
this can
Hayabusa ya.
really get
Tinggal
faster.
siapa yang pakai ultimate lebih terakhir itu yang menang.
I mean, for the side of
Tempest
Todak,
of Blade duluan, wah enak
it's
tuh.
understandable.
Sama Shadow Kill duluan, wah enak tuh Tempest of Blade.
But clearly in the previous game,
Brody ya, Brody itu
one of the games.
soalnya single target, dan kalau single target ada pilihan yang lain yang lebih oke. Kalau buat gua nih, Bruno namanya, dia lebih enak, lebih sustain di lane. ESL tanggal 4. ESL tanggal 4.
Possibilities. If we see a Kaja on Todak.
I feel like if they want to go for a Kaja, they will go for a Kaja Beatrix.
I agree.
Yeah.
Fair. That's very fair.
But the thing is, right now,
Gila, kita banyak tontonan coy. Gue kira habisnya kita regular season tontonan lagi kurang ya. Lah, ada MPL MY, ada ESL, ada ISF, ada M6 Wildcard, ada M6.
Todak can take the Arlet, right? Again, this Hilda.
No, I'm thinking about Todak picking those heroes.
Todak. Because even the Hilda is not kind of defined. It's not set in stone yet where she will go.
I mean, the Kali can be roam.
Perhaps
That's true.
Slow. Perhaps someone slow that Todak wants to play.
Someone slow, huh?
Tuh, Tigreal pemain ke-9 atau ke-10 yang di ban, percaya kan kalian?
Is Matilda
sorry, I was joking.
Belum X-nya lagi. Tuh, ada open finals dulu. Astaga, Taufik nanyanya yang aneh-aneh dah.
I think
no. I mean, you pick the Matilda, not bad.
Yeah. If you pick the Matilda, I don't
Todak
think that
langgar Todak.
The thing is, you pick a Matilda to kind of control the silence. They themselves ban out the Kali.
Pove, Hylos, Khalid.
Oh, no.
Kalau Hildanya main di EXP, lawannya tinggal Ruby dong.
Gatot Rome.
Iya, ada Gatot ding, ada
I
Gatot.
think that would really be dependent on the blind pick coming from SRG.
SRG kalah, belum tentu nih. Sabar dulu.
Is it crazy for Todak to pick up something like a Terizla?
I don't think so.
I think with the amount of options that's currently
Benedetta lagi yang keluar. Siap.
I mean, I was thinking of the Benedetta, but I don't dare say it.
Aneh-aneh banget yang keluar nih hari ini. Oke, mereka butuh sesuatu buat nangkap di belakang nih. Ini Benedetta kelihatannya bakal longgar banget nih. Bakal bebas ke belakang terus-terusan.
I don't think so.
He's playing Zask. Maybe game 5.
No.
Maybe they let chip through.
Husky, before I hurt you, stop.
Yes.
Buat nangkap Benedetta, guys. Kalau Hildanya di EXP, yang paling oke adalah Kaja Beatrix, Franco Beatrix. Berani nggak mainnya? Mainkan mereka dengan Beatrix. Kaja Beatrix, Franco Beatrix, atau Ruby.
Gideon.
Exactly.
Gatot dan
Shout out to Gideon.
He's playing Granger jungle. How are you gonna win games with Granger jungle?
Granger is getting revamped.
Oh, that's true.
Right. Gatot as well as Lunox. So we've seen more or less the same draft coming in from Todak before. And we've seen the
kok hawa-hawa 32 ya? Mulai panas ya ini ya. Gue mau mandi nih, udah mulai keringetan.
All over the place, right? So the Lantern Flare might not be able to hit anyone.
What is Sinister gonna go for? So there's no Natan.
Bennett, tiba-tiba Bennett gold, guys.
Is Melissa even a deal for them, especially since Hilda is there, Ling is there as well.
Lunos and Jushin kind of ignores Melissa.
Iritel udah iritel.
I was thinking about Ruby, but at the same time, I'm also pretty scared.
I think we need someone that can make full use of Joe's lockdown, right? Someone with great bursts.
Whoa, Claude! Haven't seen a Claude for a long time. Okay, SRG, they're playing the silence. They have a Hayabusa, they have a Claude, but the moment things don't go well, Husky abstract. The moment it doesn't go well in the early game, farming Zas, farming Hayabusa.
Ini mirip-mirip nih draftnya. Draft yang kalau di early game rungkat sampai belakang nih, serius deh.
That doesn't sound good.
No. Di PH lebih suka Harip daripada Lunox. Beda region, beda gameplay. Nah ini serem nih. Kalau kata gua mah nggak mandi mah, Wawa mah. Nggak mandi lah, woi. Astaga naga.
Match point for Todak. They need this one to
Daripada saya jadi kuyang.
They're taking quite a big risk, having 3 heroes that require farm. Can they do it against Todak, or will Todak push them down to the lower brackets? Let's enter the land of dawn.
Gue lebih suka SRG dari lower sih, biar lebih seru. Besok ada tontonan panas 3 biji. Bentar, gue lihat dulu nih. Cloud butuh farming 1. Hayabusa butuh farming sebenarnya 2. Bennett doang yang nggak butuh. Haya Bennett bisa sih. Ngandalin Cloud ya dia. Kalau Todak cuman Chico guys doang nih berarti yang farming nih. Link bisa dibilang butuh farming juga. Sama lah, draftnya mirip tau. Besok ada tontonan panas apa? Ya jelas kan masa kalian nggak tahu. Kalau SRG mulai dari lower bracket, dari awal pun kita langsung buka nih besok hari Sabtu kan. Besok gue masih libur nih, Minggu gue kerja Minggu. Jadi biar besok panasnya. 3 match loh besok.
I like that. This still could be a tanky Benedetta because the base damage from Benedetta is already pretty high.
Di SPS season sebelumnya SRG akhirnya kalah sama timnya. Kayaknya SRG ya. Di regular masih bagus sih. Ini bukan nggak tahu sih masih upper bracket soalnya nih bapak-bapak ESL nih ya. Jadi saya nggak tahu nih SRG mau dibawa kemana. Cuman gameplaynya emang lumayan kebaca lah. Kalau buat aku ngelihatnya nih ya SRG tuh tim lain itu lebih ngebaca SRG karena datanya mereka banyak. Sekis. Buset, meriah banget tuh dalam turret, cok. Lebih ke tim lain yang memang udah ngebaca SRG kayak gimana. Bukan mereka jelek. Tapi 2 minggu libur ini breaknya benar-benar dipakai buat ngebedah SRG. Jadi kelihatan kan titik lemahnya di mana. Ketika kalian ada di tim nomor 1, ya tim kalian bakal kebaca dengan tim musuh. Udah seperti itu. Udah sini biar gue bagi-bagi membership nih. Sabar, gimana cara bagi?
Oh yeah, Sakai's went down too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Saya bagi-bagi membership dulu nih.
Yeah, it's not a great start, but again, gotta believe in the champions. This must be a draft that they've been training religiously in scrims, and this might be one of their best drafts. But this is a very aggressive draft that really relies on making sure the enemy makes some kind of early game mistake, and then you punish.
Bennett-nya nggak pakai kolam. Ada Bennett yang pakai kolam, ada yang enggak. Ini yang kebetulan yang enggak. Ingat ya, beda Bennett, beda tipe. Ada yang suka kolam, ada yang suka petrify, ada yang suka flicker mungkin, ada yang suka execute. Dan bagusnya kalau petrify sebenarnya ya, bisa nge-stun musuh gitu bagusnya. Buset saya. Injak gak tuh dia? Sekali gak sih? Chaotic gameplay dilawan dengan chaotic gameplay. Open Finals TLID RRQ Rebellion. Itu ada tuh, udah dijawab sama ESL Indonesia tuh.
But back to the thing that I wanted to say, Selangor Red Giants early game, they don't really have.
Ini gue suka nih kalau ketemu Indo nih. Soalnya baku hantam terus. Apakah resep untuk mengalahkan Selangor Red Giants adalah fight attack with attack gitu kan? Main cepat dibalas dengan main cepat udah. Karena gue ingat banget waktu di SPS yang season yang kemarin tuh, di menit pertama Chow sama siapa itu langsung datang ke buffnya musuh lawan Liquid Echo kalau nggak salah. Dia langsung masuk ke buffnya musuh tuh langsung baku hantam di sana. Karena early game kan, early gamenya dipegang dengan si SRG kemarin. Nah, apakah Todak membalaskan dengan hal yang sama?
The most important part is that in terms of experience, if Sakai keeps in terms of pacing with Zayed, I think they're gonna have a decent time.
Early game lawan early game.
Guys with the trade against Innocent.
Masih ada kuning ya, aman dia ada kuning deh.
Buy space for Innocent, they find it.
Right now, Young Lord is frontlining for the team, and Todak, this is what they're trying to do. They want to establish some kind of map pressure.
Kalau dilihat war jangka panjang menang Todak ya. Selangor men kalau jangka panjang. Ada Stormy, terus ada Kram. Mereka bisa distract. Mereka punya 2 split pusher ya. Lah. Gak punya apa-apa tadi. Soalnya tadi dia lompat ke belakang pakai defense sword masuk rumput. Bayangannya kan habis tuh di sana tuh, ya udah berarti di diving langsung.
Break this down for me. Wait, I'm the analyst. I should break it down.
Tolong daftar ya, biar turnamen banyak tuh. Biar ESL sayang sama kalian, guys.
What they want to do is to not lose by 2,000 gold. Right now they're losing by 1,000. It's still fine. And we're seeing how they're doing this by pushing the side lanes. So guys, if you can get out of this, you're amazing.
They can get it. Time point. Yep.
He's amazing.
Got brought into the right place.
Nggak punya apa-apa Sekisnya.
So still works.
Shadownya habis.
Electro final blow. It's gonna look to clear that wave, get out from here. Brilliant use by Chiku, guys. It's gonna be safe. So I am in both teams still trading 1-for-1.
Okay, I'm just gonna shut up.
Dari Open Qualifier, Open Finals. Besok kita Open Qualifiers kan? Oh iya benar. Nanti lanjut lagi ya nanti.
No, he said shut up, Phil.
Shut up, Apps, right?
Okay.
This is the Malaysian way. Just get used to it. You know, just get used to it. This is how we have fun. Now Momo is putting pressure on to Sakai's. Sakai's.
Whoa.
He got the bump, right? You gotta look at the good and the bad.
Guys, kalau kalian fansnya Selangor Giants ya, berdoalah aja game ke bawah sampai late game. Karena kalau gamenya nggak ada late game, Selangor bakal kalah sih. Di bawah menit 15 ya. Di atas menit 15 ada chance. Di bawah menit 15 kalau udah ke drive kayak gini kayak berat buat mereka mau kembalikan. Cloud butuh farming, Hayabusa butuh farming. 4 November Senin, kita mulai hari Senin besok. Masih ada kuning kan? Aman.
At least Cram has been able to manage the sideways pretty well.
Gue lupa karena Lunox itu cuma satu kuningnya, kemarin kan 2.
Like 7 minutes into the game. All things considered, SRG pretty much even.
Yeah, I would say Selangor Giants so far hasn't really been punished. Right, we can talk about that. They haven't really been punished. If they die, they just like get picked off here and there, or Sakai is not having the time to farm. But they have options.
Stop Cram. Eye for an eye. Easy escape. You see a potential collapse from Todak, right? Zai is left to his own devices on the top side, sort of playing that side.
Oh iya ya.
So Cram will
Yums kan kacau nih guys.
Zai on the top side.
Tapi dia masih belum bisa terlalu zoning musuh juga ya pakai Cow. Gara-gara dipegang sama si Yanlord nih. Udah gak ada yang stop. Masih bisa nih. Waduh. Waduh. Gila di tengah ditempel soft blade gak tuh langsung hilang lagi purple buff. Wah ini masa-masa sulit ya buat jungler musuh ya. Ketika kalian main jungler ya, ini adalah posisi yang paling kalian benci. Yuk naik ke dinding. Parah nih Min, marahin Min. Memang netizen ini cuma pengen disuapin doang nih, nggak mau nyari info sendiri Min. Marahin. Udah di info padahal tiap hari loh. Maafkan netizen saya ya Min ya. Pukul. Yuk, yang baru datang di like aja dulu. Terima kasih.
Looking at Sakai's again, Momo is just this is man-to-man defense. Momo's
Stormy banding Zam Senpoi kayaknya lebih sadis Zaim deh sekarang.
I mean it's working right now, but there's two more.
Pukul pasif gak sih Bang Yanlord biar gak hilang.
And now looking at the turtle, Zai scares it.
Wah, ketonting Yumsnya. Gak gerak tadi ketonting dia. No, Kramnya dikejar.
Cram should be able to get away from this.
Baik Levi.
SRG now got a hold.
Yo, 1000 kepala yo. Welcome semuanya.
Realistically speaking, the 50-50 battle is not exactly a game that Selangor Giants could have won. Sakai's was what 2 levels down below from Zayed, and now unfortunately.
Kenapa SRG gak sekuat pas di MSC ya? Tim lain udah ngebaca gameplaynya mereka kayak gimana. Mereka ingat loh ya, ini mereka gak ganti pemain sama sekali loh. Berarti otomatis gameplaynya hampir mirip kan. Dengan waktu mereka juara juga. Kalau secara skill ceilingnya mereka masih meningkat, is oke. Tapi kalau udah kebaca ya bahaya buat SRG sebenarnya. Mirip apa ya Brand lah, cuma versi light. Itu saya. Kram mati. 2 revitalize, lihat nggak tadi 2 revitalize. 2 revitalize di dalam turret. Sehat semuanya tuh, gak ada yang berat hidup guys. Berat hidup buat SRG. Waduh, di defense support terus.
finds a punish. Consolation prize from SRG at this point of time. Lord will be cleared out and Todak will settle.
Apakah masa SRG udah selesai?
Right
Sebenarnya
now,
belum.
Samurai Giants, their backs
Asal
are
mereka
against the
bisa
wall. If they don't
bisa
have
apa
the
namanya
items they need, then this
punya
is gonna be
sesuatu
very
lagi gitu loh
troublesome. They still have the holy
buat dibawa.
defense
Mereka nggak bisa
from
main
mid as
standar
well
kayak
as
mereka
bottom
juara di
tier, but
MSC.
After that's gone, they
Karena udah
don't
beda
really
banget.
have much defense left. Sakai's only now hitting level 12, so Hisogi Shadow Kill will hit the hardest right now. But again, I just want to look at items. If Innocent doesn't have 3 items at 10 minutes,
Dimaafkan lah ya Lunox ya.
it's not going to be a good time for him. Stormy
Cuman
at this
sayang
point
gitu loh.
needs a holy crystal. Innocent
Masih ngasih
that's the third.
goldnya buat
I think that's the
masuk
third. Yeah,
Lunox.
golden staff. How is Innocent gonna survive against all these?
Mandi, butuh mandi. Guys, gua kira ini match cepat tahu dari tadi.
Has got a rough road ahead of themselves. The jungler can't contest for the 50-50, and even if they do want to contest for the 50-50, there is of course an ever-emerging lane at the top lane, pushing.
Revitalize or Vengeance? Tergantung musuh kalau Revitalize sama Vengeance. Kalau lawan Cloud biasanya nih aku suka pakai Vengeance. Nathan gitu kan. Cuman ini mereka bawa 2 Revitalize masih oke juga sih. Dua-duanya gak ada yang mati.
This is good-ish. Oh, Krem is going damage?
I feel like
are they feeling desperate?
I think they are. Krem realized that they just don't have the damage.
Wah, 1K.
I mean, to be fair, I think
Good milestones guys ya buat kita.
Todak hasn't
Mari kita
really
incer
found a
ke
way to really
10K.
kill Cram just yet.
This is a risky move.
It is.
This is a desperation move. If it works out, it's gonna look amazing.
And we're gonna try. Momo now has no revitalize. Blazing duet,
Oke,
everything
Blazing
committed.
Duet.
Look, guys,
Stormy lihat Stormy digaruk, cok. Stormy-nya digaruk. Wah, Sekis digaruk juga tuh Sekis sebentar lagi. Wah, digaruk Sekis, guys. Wah, habis guys. Di-push nih satu lane nih bawah nih. Si Zayat mah garuk-garukin semua aja tuh.
Has to put it to the test. Bottom wave will go down for sure.
We talked about Jushin, man. Jushin has been lecturing right now. Todak is looking amazing.
Mati Kram.
Trying to go for the
Udah
defense.
selesai.
The final blow, Cram burst it down.
Hah? Kalahnya begini banget.
They're gonna go for the crystal.
Mati
That's the
juga
kick.
nih.
Minion wave will be cleared out in time. Yumes barely holds on to the base. Get Lord traded in the process.
Nah, dia
Lord
membelot,
comes
dia
back.
membelot.
Todak plays it safe.
Draft mental lama dipakai. Nah itu dia maksud gue gitu. Ya kalau mereka emang ada sesuatu yang baru, that's good gitu loh. Kayak Onyx aja gak lolos kan? Kebaca gitu. Sampai Brand juga gak lolos, kebaca.
I don't know what kind of emotions you're going through, because even for me, I'm enjoying this game in my heart. I can't take it. Look at you guys dealing the most amount of damage. Zayat is keeping
Nah itu
up.
tadi aku udah menjelaskan dari Wahyu tuh.
We haven't seen the
Ada kebaca
clock for a
semua.
while.
Ini juara-juara yang
Sasa's
lama udah pada gak
lower
lolos.
priority.
Liquid gak lolos.
This might
Apa
be the
Brand
only
gak
draft from
lolos.
Samurai Giants that I really don't like.
Onyx gak lolos. Evos gak lolos. Dihitung kan.
At least the SRG that we usually see.
Masih ada lower sih, masih ada lower. Masih balas
13 and a
lower.
half minutes in, but you're looking for impact. And that window is closing. Is Todak holding SRG in a chokehold. About to squeeze them
Nah,
dry.
coba kita lihat nih bisa naik ya mereka.
And Cram might get solo kill. Eye for an eye. Tempest of Blade doesn't get it.
Jangan lupa buat di
Lord
subs
pouring in,
teman-teman.
SRG
Waduh,
will
Sekis.
use all structures. AOG
Mati
used.
Sekis
Look,
tuh.
guys, gets caught.
Mati guys
Todak,
Sekis
look,
guys.
Goes down,
Ditungguin
Todak
pas dia
wants to
muncul
win.
tadi. Waduh mati
And
juga.
Todak might have done it. They will scar the legacy of the Red Giants.
Gila.
Saw their own. The road to restoration continues in the upper bracket finals.
Toda has done it.
Gila, lower bracket is real coy.
Are moving forward, looking at Slang Ridge as they have one more life.
Akhirnya saya mandi teman-teman.
The reigning champions of Malaysia.
Todak versi mengamuk coy. Pulangin MV, menang dari SRG. Kalau kata gue sih, ini wakil buat
I don't
besok.
know what's gonna happen after this Husky abstract, but we're throwing over to Rose.
Pasukan yang menendang Selangor Red Giants ke lower bracket. Raja Lautan, Edu City berikan tepukan kepada Todak. Guys, congratulations. Atas pentas ni, emotions tengah overwhelming. Now, kita mulakan dulu dengan Chiku.
Gila.
Korang
Tapi kan gue bilang
baru
tadi
je
kan,
gerak
junglernya ini loh, yang
selama
baru ini
Red
kuat loh
Giants ke
junglernya.
lower bracket. Adakah ini Todak baru?
Gebrakan TLID di
Oke,
MPL dan
ada
next di
dekat.
M6. Semoga menang ya.
Todak baru je.
Kalau buat TLID gebrakannya ya minimalisir aja tuh gerakan-gerakan tambahan. Gue bilang mereka tim yang terkuat lah harusnya. Ya, ada kata ternya tuh. Bisa disandingkan dengan yang lain. Belum masih ada lower bracket. Ciku dari season 4 udah 5 tahun dia, 10 season.
Champion auto kita ke MC. So target kita orang ialah champion.
I see. So first runner up tu is not
After
a
winner
choice.
MSC tidak
Technically,
selalu
korang
overpower.
nak
Dan bahkan ini belum
jumpa
tentu lolos ya, karena mereka
championship
bakal main
tu.
dari lower bracket.
Alright, maybe we can pass the mic to Momo. Ramai
Ingat,
orang
mereka
cakap
bakal main
dekat
dari
community
lower
kita, mana
bracket.
Momo ni adalah satu
Tempat
memang
yang susah.
underrated EXP
Bentar, coba lihat.
laner yang kita ada, and I actually agree.
MPL
Now,
MY.
kita boleh tahu ataupun kita boleh nampak dekat perlawanan game kedua, Todak dapat dominate game 15 berbalas 3. Now, in your opinion Momo, adakah kemenangan ni atas
Gue ada
shot
mention nggak ya?
call,
Apa
draft,
iya SRG
ataupun
lolos
korang
gitu?
lagi padu, chemistry korang lagi padu? Maybe
Sampai rusak
Momo
websitenya
boleh share
MPL
dengan kita.
MY.
Okay, untuk rezeki kita orang sebab kita orang prepare lagi baik. Yalah.
Alright, korang ada preparation yang lagi baik, and ada ke preparation yang lagi menarik untuk esok upper bracket finals?
Cawa dia.
Alright, kita boleh nampak Todak new era. And guys, kita baru je tengok 4 game yang intense gila sampai semua orang dekat Thailand Room pun tengah jerit. So, Edu City, korang rasa siapa MVP untuk perlawanan ini? Mari kita tengok MVP perlawanan ini in 3, 2, 1. MVP perlawanan ini jatuh
Ya,
kepada
ini
Zaim Sempoy.
Kuat banget ini Zaim nih. Di respect band terus-terusan dia.
Hello.
Alright, Zaim, kita boleh nampak dari segi playstyle ataupun permainan tim Todak dan memang lain
Coba
daripada
ya,
lain.
ini sama
Especially
teman baik gak nih nanti
comparing
lolosnya?
to regular season. So,
Lain
boleh tak? Lain. So, boleh
Kalau
tak
satu
share
gak
dengan
lolos,
kita
satu pun
orang
gak
apa
lolos.
yang terjadi dalam break tu 2 minggu tu, macam mana Todak yang era baru tiba-tiba muncul dekat playoffs ni?
Kita orang kat regular season, kita orang ada masalah kita orang, dan kita orang fix, and then kita orang kira nafas baru lah untuk playoff. Kita orang fix masalah tu cepat-cepat.
So dah dapat fix masalah tu, so sekarang dah tak ada problem. Mode playoff lah Zaim Sempoy. Mode playoff. Okay, Yan Lord. Okay, Yan Lord. Dekat regular season, Yums pernah cakap kalau nak menang lawan dia, kena ban Cho dia. Now, apa Yan Lord rasa pasal Cho dia?
Memang kena respect pun. Cuma tadi dia dapat sekali je kan. 2 kali kan? 2 kali. Sebab tu kita menang. Che dia dapat 3 kali.
Kenapa jadi bude coba?
Okay, Yan Lord, in your opinion, Cho siapa yang memang scary untuk playoffs ni? Sebab semalam ada yang cakap Grace
Todak sama RRQ satu paket.
Cho.
Bisa. Besok
Kita
nih kita
tahu
harus
Zord
tunggu
pun
nih
Cho
besok.
padu. So, in your opinion, siapa punya
Bentar,
Cho
berarti
yang
besok
scary yang nak jumpa?
Lower, upper,
kalau Cho
lower.
paling ori ada kat
Atau
saya
upper,
lah.
lower ya?
Wow! Dekat awak. So, adakah kita akan nampak Cho lagi banyak? Maybe esok ataupun kalau boleh grand finals?
4. Besok saya nak first pick Cho 3 game.
Wow! Kalau dapat lah kan? Kalau dapat. Alright, now, mana Zaid? Zaid?
Nah ini yang jago nih yang gue bilang tadi nih. Ini jago juga nih coy.
Now, Zaid, kali ni Zaid dapat kalahkan Skies, which is one of the top jungler in our local scene, betul tak?
Katanya
Dan
top
dia pun dah
3
buat
M6.
mark dia dekat international
Turun ke
scene.
lower.
So, apa pendapat Zaid lepas kalahkan Skies?
Gue kira dia bisa pakai link anjir.
Rasa happy sebab dapat kalahkan dia, jungler nombor 1 kan sekarang. Tapi apa-apa pun, jungler Malaysia semua kuat-kuat lah. Itu je saya boleh cakap.
Alright.
Do, lihat do.
Kalau
Ada Yo lagi di interview.
bagi you lah, Vamos ataupun Red, you nak jumpa siapa dekat
Mending lawan Famos gak sih?
Saya nak jumpa Red.
Cepat je.
Oh, Red
Kenapa
dia?
Red?
Sebab ada Kim dengan Grace.
Oh, nak reunion.
Oh, bisa ketemu sama Sensui coy kalau lawan Red.
Tak kisah, janji dapat.
Janji dapat jumpa dorang.
Okay, maybe can we have a
Kalau
coach?
M6 juga gak?
Coach mana nak cakap
Gak tau
hari
gue kalau M6.
Saiful,
Lower bracket kita nonton besok lah.
Oke, Saiful.
Kayak statement-statement gak lolos itu agak-agak berbahaya ya sebenarnya ya. Saya menghindari statement-statement seperti itu.
Confused ataupun tengah tanya. Idea siapa bawakan Harley jungle?
Guys, gua mandi dulu ya. Nanti kita lanjut lagi buat di next match-nya. Jadi kalian sub saja. Saya mau mandi. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow. Sampai jumpa nanti malam. Bye.